What's up, everybody? Sensei here, along with U-Stride for a Thursday night live. We'll talk a little bit about the Commander Mini, talk a little bit about the Blitz. We're gonna wait for some people to come in. A lot about the Blitz, what's going on in the community, your likes, dislikes. What would you like to change? What don't you want to change? Sorry I'm running a little late. I am manning the ship here tonight. I'm a little rusty.
I feel relaxed.
No pressure, huh?
Yeah, lives are like that, man, sometimes.
Dude, it happens. That's it, dude. There's really not much else going on. Hot day in New York City today.
It was 100 today in Boston.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much here, too, man. If it wasn't, it was close.
Yeah.
Humid. Too hot to freaking ride, too.
I was thinking about it, but I'm like,
We got one person in here. Welcome. Don't be shy. I don't think I can see. Can you make sure you...
I see comments, but I don't see the person.
I don't see the comments. Let's see. I don't see any comments at all.
Well, no, I don't see any comments. I mean, I could see the comment section.
Oh, yeah. I can't. Okay, we got 3 people in.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody. Let's see.
Yep. Someone said greetings.
Go.
Yeah,
there we
from
go.
Scotland.
Greetings, David. Scotland. I always wanted to go to Scotland.
Oh, really?
I always wanted to go to Scotland. Yes.
To ride a wheel, right? I would.
Dude, that'll be a story for another time. You know what else I do on the side, so I actually have something that rocks pretty good with that. So we'll talk about that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't mind traveling with the EUC, except I don't like to travel.
I'm not a big traveler.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, man. I'm like a homebody.
Yeah.
I gotta get used to traveling.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody. Man, it's ticking. I'm sorry we're running a little behind. I will take the blame. I fumbled the ball. I am not used to doing lives. Usually teaming up with people, so doing this on my own, I got to get used to being a Captain Kirk tonight. Wake up, man! Did you get some coffee?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I should have gotten my power shot.
You need your power shot, man.
Yeah. Have you ever had it?
You're talking the Starbucks coffee. Is that what it was? Like
man, double shot. Yeah, double shot.
Sometimes you know what I'll do? I'll do like an espresso too. That thing will get you
really
hyped up.
I tried espresso. It doesn't do anything, but the double shot, holy smokes!
I need to try. I might try a double shot tomorrow.
Double shot's amazing. Yeah, it's I think it's vanilla or something. The double shot. Okay.
Yeah, you're vegan. You can't. You're messing up everything.
oh, really? You can't have...
I think they might use just like regular milk. I can't... Regular milk doesn't... I'm not really... I can't...
I don't have it a lot. It's just sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, dude, we're going to wait for
Splash
people
6
to jump in here. And I have my reasons why I have my eyes focused on the Mini.
There's been some great reviews on that wheel recently.
Really good reviews. And I think one of the main points too is we talked about this a long time ago, and then after watching one of your videos, I'm like, I have to go. And I'll give my reason why once we get up to a few more people here. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to the live. Sorry. I'm running a little bit behind. I fumbled the ball, and I was just having trouble setting up. So I need to get a few more lives under my belt. But thank you all for coming in. And we'll give it a couple more minutes to get a few more people in here. And we'll start it off. Let me see what else we got going on here, man.
Did you ride today at all?
Nah, dude. I got home. It was just too hot to go out there and ride today. It was just too hot. I might take a zip after the live. We'll see. Just a quick one.
I was gonna bring the wheel. I went to the park with my son, and I thought I'd bring the wheel, but it was like because last time I brought the wheel and he didn't want to get off, so it was a hard thing to transition him from not on the wheel to like back to the car. So it was like
that's another thing too. Like sometimes like, oh man, should I ride? Then you get on the wheel, and it's like you don't want to get off the thing. You don't want to get off.
That's one thing I love about the wheel, dude. When I'm tired and I get on that wheel, it disappears. Like you're fatigued, you're tired, it just goes away, dude. It's crazy.
Away, dude. That's like taking an adrenaline shot or something.
It's crazy. It happens every single time. You just gotta muster up that energy to get on it.
Yep. And then everything it's like
it just blows away, dude. Yeah, exactly.
Breath of fresh air. Am I doing something wrong? I don't know.
What do you mean?
No, I'm trying to see. Just with the people, I guess it's going to show the comments, right? It's not going to show everybody coming in. I don't know if there's a way to do that.
No, it just shows the comments if they comment.
The comments, okay. So we have 7. You see what's happening? Hey, y'all can hear someone's fan.
MUC on my UC.
Oh, you can hear a fan. If I turn mine
off.
Oh,
shoot. No, that's mine.
Dude,
okay, you're good.
I just, it's warm in here, dude, but I'm gonna grin and bear it.
You should be fine now, mate. You shouldn't hear anything in the background now.
Hey, you should be. If you ride a Bagode, you should be used to that, man. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think my fan might have came today. I ordered a fan from Alien Rides.
Oh, for your wheel?
Yeah. Stan just reviewed the patent, and they said Commander Mini can't compete. Okay.
Oh, really? Wow. Who said that, Stan? I'm very curious because the Commander's basically Bagode.
Yeah. Just reviewed the patent and they said the Commander. I've heard all good things about the Commander so far, though. I've heard good things about it.
And the patent.
Yeah, both wheels. I was watching. What's the last video I watched on the patent? Duff did a range test today. He got 50 miles on it. But I think what sold me too, as far as the performance on the patent, is when I watched Ronin's.
Okay.
Yeah, he hit.
Did he do it? He did a review, or?
Well, he didn't do a full review, but he just threw up a couple. You know how they do the shorts.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
He went through Cutout Tunnel and accelerating through there.
What was his top speed on there?
He hit 50.
Oh, okay.
For me, I'm good 45, 46. Use the rest of it for buffer for me anyway. So, but I'm thinking we'll just jump into it. We got 8 people in now. I did see the comment someone was talking about getting the Extreme. Now, depending on where you go, I normally get my wheels from E-Wheels.
Matt ESC said he barely got 50.
Yeah, but that's still fast enough. What other 16-inch wheel is hitting 50 besides maybe the patent? You know.
Stan is like, I never heard of a Leaperkin product exploding. In you guys' opinion, what is this due to? Good quality assurance.
Well, I've never.
Control.
My thing is, I've never had any problems with my Bagode wheels.
Same here. I've never had it.
I honestly think too with Bagode. I'm not saying they don't have issues, but a lot of times people have issues with wheels, but they're not telling you what they're doing to the wheels. You don't know. They don't tell you how they ride. You know, if they modded it. So it was like there's always 2 sides to a story. Because I had a Tesla, I have an RS, haven't had any problems out of any of those wheels. I mean, the fan went out, but that's very minor. You know,
it didn't blow up.
No, it didn't blow up. I haven't had any problems. And then so I don't know, man. I think people need to be honest and tell you what they're doing with their wheels.
Yeah, because half the time they show you, hey, the wheels are blowing up, but then there's rarely any. Now there was one guy who did give a backstory, and I was very proud of him. I don't know who he was, but he did mention that he was abusing the wheel.
Yeah.
And then there was another guy I think it was a an elderly man who went to pick up an EUC in a trash can or something like that. And then, someone did say it was raining or it did come out of water, and he put it in his house and it did blow up.
Nah,
But
yeah, that's not a smart thing. If you see an EUC in the trash, heads up, don't take it home. It's in the trash. It's in the trash for a reason, dude. Yeah, any EUC that goes down in the water, don't take the freaking thing home. If you take it home, keep it outside. Don't put it in your house.
Yeah.
Don't put it in your house.
So I haven't had issues, but to answer your question, Stan, what's that due to? It's just it's a matter of volume. I mean, there's more Begodes out there than Leaperkim wheels.
Right.
And if you look at the use case for each wheel, it's very different. I mean, Sherman Leaperkim, for example, is with the OG Sherman, that's used as a range wheel, just as a cruiser. Some people use it off-roading, but a lot of these people who used it off-roading ended up burning their boards.
Burning boards, cracking rims.
Cracking rims, all that stuff. So the Begode is just extremely versatile wheel. Think about it. Shibi was, not just Shibi, I'm just mentioning him because he's popular, but a lot of people use the MSP. Think about it, the 84 volt MSX for off-roading, crazy jumping, way before suspension existed. So that wheel was an abused wheel, and nobody said anything. Nobody said. People focused on the after effect of the abuse, but they never focused on the abuse.
Stan's asking about Coogee. Now, we found out about Coogee late. We were actually in PA scouting out for the Blitz. So I would have loved to roll out with Coogee. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
But this is something that people forget. They always talk about Leaperkim. Leaperkim is nothing but an extension of Gotway or Begode employees. Think about it, dude.
Yeah,
that's all it is, man. So they were using the same tech and everything. If that makes any sense of what I'm saying.
It does. I mean, the board looks very similar.
Dude, so yeah.
My EUC says it's usually the rider. Ask U-Stride. Well, yeah, and the wheel that died and blew up was a King Song. And so I don't abuse wheels. I ride them hard, but I don't abuse them.
No, dude. It's well, that King Song had it coming though. We pretty much was. So there's just a few things off on that. Well, the S20 anyway.
Mm.
Yeah, it was not. To me, it was a wheel that wasn't meant to be, rode hard.
Mm-hmm. Someone said you should get the well, I don't know if you want to start the subject.
Yeah, we can. We can talk about that. Someone. Yeah, I believe I forgot who it was. I did read the comment and said I should get the Extreme.
Let me see if I could find it. Yeah.
My thing about the Extreme, depending on where you go, of course you have other distributors out there selling the wheels at great prices. EUC Underground is one. David Ganson. I mean, you get some really great prices on wheels. Now, I normally get my wheels from E-Wheels, and if I'm not mistaken, that wheel's $3,500 on E-Wheels. And spending $3,500 is gone over my budget. I said I wouldn't get anything over $3,000, and I'm trying to stay under $3,000. And I think the Mini, for me, checks off all the boxes. I was offered a really great price on the Mini, and I think for what you get, that would be the best buy for me. I think the performance is enough. Of course, it's going to be the Mini's going to be about 10 pounds heavier. I think the Extreme is like 77 pounds. The Mini's either 88 or 89 pounds. Of course, you have the C40 motor in the Extreme. It's a powerful motor. I guess that's like the same motor they're using in the EX30. And that motor felt phenomenal on the EX30. But the Mini's no slouch. 3,200 1-hour motor, I believe, 130, 34 volt.
Actually, it's a C38. It says C38 high torque. Which one are you getting?
That's for the Mini, right? Yeah, it comes with the high torque motor, but the thing still, okay. I mean, it's still you can hit. Let's just say comfortable. You can hit like 47, 48. You can hit 50 if you want, but That's
Okay.
that's buffer. I think that's good enough, man. And what I like about the mini over the extreme, and this is after watching your video when you had the little mishap on the mass at the Monster or Master, the
Monster.
Master. Yeah, I
The
like
Master Pro. Sorry.
Master Pro.
Yeah.
I like having that shell on the outside covering the
Right.
battery packs. Then it has
Agreed.
the protective rails and everything on it. I just having raw battery packs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, not. I'm not saying I don't trust myself riding, but you never know what can happen. So I feel safer having those battery packs and having that stuff in case. Same with the patent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's enclosed. I like that. So
Yeah. If I had like either the Master Pro or the EX30 as my personal wheel, or even the Master with those exposed battery packs, I don't think I would let anybody ride my wheel.
I don't know, dude. I don't blame you. I don't.
Yeah.
And I totally understand. I totally get it.
Which is why I'm surprised I took the wheel from I was gonna say U-Stride, from EUC Vibes. I'm like, I usually do not touch people's wheels, dude. Like, how are you with, like, has that people approach you and said, hey, can I try your wheel? Are you like,
when we went to Pittsburgh, I let them ride the Sherman.
okay?
I've letting people ride.
But how do you feel though? How do you feel when, do you feel like, squirrely, like, oh man, I really don't want you?
You know what the thing? This is what I learned though. To me, this is my opinion. It seems like normally when people ask to ride your wheel, they normally can ride. That's just my opinion. It seems like everyone that's asked to ride my wheel, they can ride. Normally, if you're a little bit nervous, you're not gonna go ask somebody. Hey, I don't know, should I ask them, right? You're just like.
But that's what I meant though. Like, I meant like if you went to a group ride, for example, and someone's like, "Hey, do you mind if I try your wheel?" How do you feel about that?
That's good.
You don't think about it?
I think I don't. I guess if I know the person, and that's like even if I seen them ride on YouTube or something. If I don't know the person, I'd be like, I don't know, man. I don't want to be rude. You don't want to be like, hey, dude, you dump it, you buy it. I don't want to be that type of person. That's a good question, dude. That's a really good question. But I haven't really been put on the spot like that. Normally, the people that rode my wheel, I either, I know them. It's at a rally or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't had that. I haven't had anybody ask, but I try not to ask people to ride their wheel, although I want to. It's just I don't.
It's a weird feeling. Like I've ridden other people's wheels, but it's at that same time, it's like you just don't want anything to happen.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, damn, that's expensive, dude. Like,
yeah. I normally just.
I told UC Vibes what happened to his wheel, but I don't think he's seen it yet. So,
he will. We'll work. We'll get it. We have to take it down to Sam. Sam's gonna have to work his magic. He says y'all have ridden suspension wheels, and I've been riding since 2017. Have yet to be on one. I want to try.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Once you hit the suspension, dude, you just get the freaking itch, man.
But you're like him. You got to test it, but you didn't really get to spend time.
Right. I've never got to spend like. Remember the song "Quality Time"? I never got to spend quality time on a wheel.
Yeah,
suspension.
Yeah, suspension.
I mean, but I've been bitten by the bug. So.
Well, at what point did it hit you? What point did it hit you?
You already know. I told you already. We were riding in Pittsburgh, dude, and I think after about the 4th or 5th time coming off a curb, I jarred my freaking back, dude. I was like, what? I said, nah, dude. I got to get some suspension. And then you and I, we went over the tracks. Remember when we were riding, went over the tracks?
Yeah.
I got that on video and said, yeah, suspension would have helped out with that. I said,
yeah, because I just kept going, and you're like, oh, crap.
An eye, dude. You just, whoop. I'm like, oh, my goodness. You hear me yelling, whoa, all over the track.
But you probably wouldn't have cared before.
Nah.
Because to you, it's like, this is the way things are, so deal with it. But like now, when you see when you're trying to follow someone who has it, and they're not complaining at all because they're not even experiencing what you're experiencing, now you feel alone. You're like, I'm the only one going through this.
With people that have suspension and you don't, and you see how they can just go through an area without, doing a snake, weaving in and out and stuff. And then,
Right.
yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. With before, I used to always. I mean, I would kind of try to avoid like bumps and stuff. But now with suspension, I don't even think about it, dude. Like, just go right. Oh, there's a bump coming. Just go right through it. Sometimes I'll jump. You know, I jump a lot, but don't really need to do it.
Pittsburgh was definitely the turning point for me, saying I need some suspension because it makes it. And Coquette was always talking about how comfortable the ride is. I mean, I rode his V11 before, and it is just so comfortable, dude. Oh,
Yo, this is a good topic right here. My MUC on my EUC. He's like, it's like asking someone if they can try out your girl for a bit. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
My goodness, that is the way I'm looking at it.
So I mean, look, I've been watching a lot of Facebook memes and stuff like that, and
man.
there's a lot of memes on Facebook where it's like they compare they have a situation where the lady says, "Hey, it's either me or your wheel," and then they show them pushing the lady out. All right, you know, like get away from me, and you know. So how do you feel about that? Like, if your lady, you know, said, I hope she's not in the room, but if she goes like, "Sensei, you're spending way too much time on your EUC. We barely get to know each other," and then, you know, she's like, "It's either me or these wheels. They gotta go. Like, sell them, get your money back. This relationship has to work. I can't have this coming between us." I mean, you'd probably try to talk her down, but
what would I do?
Yeah, what'd you do, man?
I would go right on e-wheels and click and buy something.
You're so stupid.
No, my wife is pretty cool, man.
No, this is hypothetical. This is hypothetical. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and ride, dude. I'm just gonna ride. I mean, I could be doing worse things than ride a freaking wheel, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and ride.
Yeah, and you could tell her that. You could just be like, babe, think about it. This thing is saving us right now. I could be in the streets.
Yeah, in the streets, at the bar, doing all kind of crap. I'm on a wheel. Yeah, dude. I think, no, I'm riding. I'm sorry. I'm gonna ride. That's not even hypothetical. I'm just gonna go ahead and ride.
Nice.
Yeah. Wow. But nah, my wife's pretty. She rides too. Now she hasn't been on the wheel in a while, but she knows how to ride. And,
has she ridden your Sherman yet?
Nah, dude, I think it'll be too heavy for her right now.
Too heavy? Okay.
Yeah. But she hasn't been on a wheel since, dude, it's almost been a year.
Okay.
And she would step on that thing and probably weighs almost as much as her. You know. But yeah, dude, I'm just gonna ride. I don't think I don't like to see when it happens with a couple. Oh, you're spending if it's like bad behavior, then it's one thing. But if it's like a hobby, because you see a lot of guys do that, like they'll do something, then after they, I don't hate saying the word, settle down or something, they just stop doing their activities. You know what I mean?
That I will not do.
You understand? No,
you can compromise. You can compromise, like, you know, but stop your activity, dude. You started like that. Why would you stop?
If you ride your motor, ride your motor. If you like going fishing,
exactly.
If you like shooting, whatever.
Keep doing it. Bring her with you. Like, maybe she can take videos. Maybe you can go where you guys usually go, but bring, like, sometimes in the past with my lady, I would say, "Hey, lady, you know, go to where you want to go, and I'll meet you there." Like, make it kind of fun. You know, but not all the time. Sometimes I'll compromise and just not take the wheel altogether. Just go together, you know. But that wheel is not going anywhere, dude. Like, what?
Because even when I would ride, we'd go to the park. She'd ride her bike, or she would go to the track, and I would ride the wheel. And I mean, because you can look at my older videos. She was in some of my videos. She was on her bike, and then I think we went on one ride, and she was like, "I gotta learn how to ride."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And how long did it take her to learn?
She learned fairly quick. I want to say, how many times? Actually, dude, it actually kicked in one day when I had left. I went out of town. I went back to Pittsburgh, I think, and she learned. I'll give her about a week. Let's say about a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't like she wasn't putting in like 3-4 hours. It was like 20 minutes here, that type of thing. Maybe a
Okay.
half hour there.
So she didn't burn out her legs and anything. She
No, no,
just,
no. She
yeah.
didn't burn her legs out. She didn't burn her legs out. And then when she got it, she got it. It was actually, carving and stuff. She was pretty good. I wish she would have stuck with it more, because she would be phenomenal right now. She'd be phenomenal, but she stopped riding. So it's gonna be like starting over again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing I had with having my lady learn is I was afraid that she would get hurt.
That's the scariest.
And she has, we have children, so it's like that was my main concern. I was kind of worried about that. I don't mind getting hurt because I'm not gonna look at it like, oh babe, I'm hurt. She's probably gonna look at it, you got me hurt. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's very different.
I think that's the biggest thing too. I remember I had a buddy who rode motorcycles, and his girl rode motorcycles, and he would say, "Oh man, guys think it's so cool. My lady rides this and that." He goes, "Yeah, until you're riding with her, and the whole time you're riding, you're worried about her going down." That's my biggest thing when I ride. Like going in the parking lot, yeah, but going out on the road, I would tell her, you're not going to ride with me on the road. That's to me. That's just got to be.
Oh no, absolutely. I told her that. I said, if I taught you how to ride, there's no way you're coming down the street. It has to be your decision. But I would never. There's so many parks. There's so many parks, that exist. So
it's nice. It's calm. Street riding, nah, man, you can't. I'm not saying you can't. It's just too many factors, and I don't want to have to go through that.
Yeah.
So we snowboarded together for years. She's good on the board too, but again, that's.
But even that place, there you go. I was just.
That was a controlled environment.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Answer some of these comments. I can actually show the comment. Okay.
Just
bear with me, people. Okay. All right, let's go with Stan here. Go this one. Okay, it says all the manufacturers choosing their own philosophies. This makes it difficult to make a true comparison. Do you guys think races would be the best way to get manufacturers on the same page? That is a really good question, Stan. And I treat it like Porsche, Ferrari, Chevy, Ford, that type of thing. They're still going to stick to what they do. I mean, they might make some minor changes, but it's just like car culture as far as I'm concerned when it comes with these wheels. They're going to pretty much do what they want. I think they will listen to riders to a certain extent, but they're going to stick to what makes their wheels as well. So, I mean, that's just my answer anyway. That's just like you can drive a Corvette, and a Corvette feels completely different than driving a Mustang. It's just different. So, I don't know, man. It would be nice if they would listen a little bit more. I think it would take some of the headaches out of what they do. But at the end of the day, they're a company, and they're going to do what they think is right.
And honestly, go ahead.
Even if you could tell some people, this is what you need to do, man. Why do you keep putting that CST tire on it? And it's like, well, 90% of the riders don't like it, but they keep putting it on wheels anyway. So it's just like, what are you going to do? They're going to do what they want. So
at the end of someone says because it's cheaper, because I think sometimes we forget these are companies and they have bottom lines. They have money that they have to budgeting that they have to worry about. So in many cases, like the Goat, they're a niche in a niche. You know what I mean? And I thought they were the biggest sellers of EUC, but they're not. According to some stat. Yeah, it's in motion. Because it looks like there are more beginners than there are advanced riders. And the price range of InMotions makes sense. And not only that, for people who care about safety and the quality and all that stuff, InMotion is a lot more attractive. You know what I mean?
Right. That makes sense.
But you're right. At the end of the day, these guys are going to do what they want to do. And they have been listening, though. They gave us suspension.
It's gotten a lot better. Yeah. Especially Begode.
Yeah,
Begode.
Yeah.
It got a
Absolutely.
lot better.
What?
A lot better.
Gotta give credit, man.
Yeah, it got a lot better. Let's see.
I mean, we're hitting 50 miles per hour now, like nothing. But I really have to test that, dude. I know EUC World is a really good app for bridging the gap between the app and whether or not it's a true 50 mile with their GPS. Right. But it just seems so weird, dude. On the Master Pro, dude, you can hit 50 miles an hour on that thing without knowing, dude. It's so crazy. Meanwhile, in a much smaller profile wheel like the EX30, a lot more power. You feel every mile per hour on that wheel because there's way more feedback. It's much lower to the ground. I guess it depends on your suspension setting, but the suspension seems a little bit more stiff, regardless of how I set it, because it's just a smaller wheel, smaller travel. Master Pro probably has the same travel, but I haven't checked. But man, the way the Master Pro delivers power, it's not rugged. It's not harsh. It's very soft, and in no time you're doing 50.
Dude, when I saw you take off at the school, it looked like you were taking off on the deck of a aircraft. Dude, it was just.
Oh, you mean with the Blitz? With the Blitz?
No, not even the Blitz. Before the Blitz, when you were riding through and there's people looking, they want to see.
Oh, okay.
It looked like.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Like you start playing a Kenny Loggins, Top Gun. I'm saying to myself, dude, you don't realize how you're moving.
Yeah, because even your uncle, he was amused by it, and I think that's part of the reason he wasn't understanding what I was trying to say. Between the two wheels is how you ride the wheel. He was just like, no, that wheel is faster.
Yeah, dude, you look like a freaking missile, dude. And it was just. Yeah,
I love the Master Pro. I absolutely love that wheel, dude. It's just I can't afford that, and I can't afford the EX30 together. So
you hit the nail on the head, man. It's like right now for me, the Mini is priced perfect for me. I mean, if I could, I thought about getting, because I always talked about the Commander Pro. I thought about the Commander Pro, and I'm still, because I actually asked Marty a question on Facebook today. If he had the choice, he says if it wasn't for range, he would go with the Mini Pro. If he needed more range, he would go with the. If he needs more range, he would pick up the Commander Pro. But if he doesn't need as much range, I'm going to go with the Mini. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, oh.
You said Marty needs more range with the speed that he rides?
No, I asked him which one would he choose. He says if he doesn't need the added range, he's going to pick up the Mini. He'll ride the Mini. And then if he needs the extra range, he's going to go with the Commander Pro.
But wait, I don't understand. Like, why would you? This is just me, okay? Why would anyone, including yourself or Marty, compare? Why would it be why would someone have a problem deciding between a Mini Pro and a Commander Pro, or a Mini versus the Commander? Like these are completely different.
They're different, but at the same time, one's just a bigger brother. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like one's massive, and the other is like
it's massive in its own way, but it's still more compact. It's not as big. It's not as big. It's very.
But I feel like if you're,
it reminds me of a Pez dispenser. It's just like that narrow.
But I don't understand why would that even be a comparison. Like, usually
that was me asking.
Because usually, if you're gonna buy a Commander Pro and then you're having trouble deciding whether or not you should buy a Commander Pro or something else, that something else would not be a Mini. The Mini would probably be a companion wheel. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't feel like going far or fast today, so I'll buy the Mini. Not, I don't want to buy the Commander.
You just can't go fast for too long. You rip through that battery, though.
But I'm just talking about the size of the wheel. Even though it's not a small wheel, it's definitely not like, like as you say, an open road wheel, as you would say.
It's not an open road wheel. Like, I couldn't. Like the ride that we went on, I think it'd be great for Pittsburgh, this and that. But if it's a wheel that you need to get on, like you're going to pop on a road and you got to average 45, 46 miles an hour like that, that's not going to be the wheel. You would rip through the battery too fast on that thing.
Also, do you think that's a good wheel to sit on?
No.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're choosing the Commander Pro, you would the other thing that you would compare the Commander Pro to is like a Master Pro or the V13 or that category.
And that's the thing that's kind of mind-boggling to me. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Commander Pro weighs 90. Is it 95 pounds? It's not 100 pounds. 98 pounds maybe. I think it might be 95 or 98.
You said the Commander Pro?
Yeah, it's either 95 or 98 pounds.
The Commander Pro is 94 pounds out of the box.
Ooh. Dude, that's not far off. You see,
that's not bad.
But you see what I'm saying.
But I'm talking about the form factor though. But who see man? I need to test that. You need to test that. I've always wanted the Commander Pro, like from day one.
You remember the videos I was making, dude? I think we were saying that we like the Commander
from day one.
Pro
from day one,
a lot of
yeah.
People were saying
oh yeah, it was you, from the people on YouTube. It was you, myself, and Zenly. We were the three. Because when I went to Vegas, he was like, "Hey, what do you think of the Commander Pro?" I'm like, "Dude, I absolutely love it." Because after Don Champion did a review with a bunch of other people who were testing it, they were shocked. All the people who were testing it were like, it's a big wheel. As soon as they got on it, they're like, holy smokes, this thing it looks big, but it doesn't really look big in real life, and it doesn't even feel as big as it looks, So and they were thinking like the acceleration was going to be lacking. Nothing. Everything was beautiful. Maneuvering was beautiful. See, the V13 was a different wheel altogether. It's a much heavier wheel, and you have to work a lot to get what you want out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I experienced with the V13 is that to get the same experience as I get on, like, for example, the Master Pro, I have to put in a lot of effort, dude. You'll get it, but you got to put in a lot of effort.
Right. See, that's what Dawn was saying between the wheels. She's like, you don't, even with the EX30, she said with that Commander Pro, you don't have to lean into the wheels hard. The thing
you don't have to do it, yeah.
Now ask yourself this question. I thought it was between 95 and 98 pounds. I wasn't sure after looking at all these wheel weights running through my head.
94 pounds, dude.
But dude, now think about this. The Mini weighs what, 88 pounds?
88
That's
pounds.
not much difference, dude.
But it is a lot different, though.
That's not much difference. I mean, you're running with a 2,400 watt hour battery, bigger form factor. The other one has a 3,600 watt hour battery.
Yeah.
That's not many pounds, man.
So you're gonna get the Commander?
if someone was willing to
EUC Underground? Better price.
I contact them and see what they're selling it for. If I could get the wheel, but I don't think I'm going to get it for under $3,000. I'm not going to get it for like $20.
If you get the Commander Pro, and you get a good price, I'll be in New Jersey more often.
I would. If I get anyone see this live that sells wheels, you can contact me on Instagram, Facebook, any of that stuff, and let me know what you got, what deal you guys can get on a second batch Commander Pro. Let me know, because I've seen some great prices out there. Like I said, I was offered a phenomenal price. I'm not gonna throw it out there now on the Commander Mini, and I was just like, dude, I can't pass it up. But if I can get me a Commander Pro, and you saw me, I'm a taller rider too. It'd be easier for me to ride it seated.
Yo, Stan is hilarious. He said, which manufacturer produces the most trouble-free EUC?
Okay, let me put that out there. Where is it? I'm sorry, Stan.
It's the last one. It's the last one.
Right,
the most recent one. The most recent one.
Okay, let me see here. Which man produces the most trouble-free? Wow. I can't answer. I don't even know how to answer that, dude.
Well, what does trouble-free mean?
Right.
You know, that's very subjective, Stan. What does trouble-free mean? I mean, trouble-free could mean trouble-free complete, like, in an objective fashion, as in no trouble at all. Like, meaning no trouble coming from the production of the wheel. But when you say trouble, do you mean like defects, maintenance, stuff like that? Or are you talking about like it caters to the rider, like, the pads are perfect, it fits the rider's requirements, right. What are you talking about? Like problems? Mechanical problems, electronic problems?
Yeah, see, that's tough, dude, because I've had
aesthetic problems
for over 2 years, and the only thing that's happened to it is the fan clicked off. You know what I mean?
My EC says 9-bot 1 makes the most trouble free.
9x1 was like a hockey puck, man, with freaking pedals on it. You can bang the crap out of that thing.
But
People
you
still
could
riding
you
those
could say,
9x.
you could say the same as the you could say King Song makes the most trouble free ECs, and maybe in motion. I think
Yeah.
I think King Song, because I haven't heard much issues. But when I say King Song, I don't mean the most recent ones. I meant like the older ones,
Right.
like
You're talking
before the 16X.
motion. I'm thinking like, well, no, that's in motion, like the 14D,
Yeah,
and stuff
the
like that.
14D. No, the 14D. That's King Song.
That's King Song.
Yeah, that's King Song. Because I remember the 14D was a very reliable wheel, extremely reliable. It was really small. The pads was the only thing that killed you. Like, you get on that thing, the pads were so hard. It was like stale bread. It was like hard. You bite into that bread, your teeth break. But I don't know why they couldn't. I don't know why they couldn't make it softer, dude. Like, it was the only thing that got to me. But the thing had crazy torque up hills and stuff like that. So it was one of my first videos.
Because you started off on a V5, right?
Yeah, it was was another guy in the neighborhood. He worked at the hospital in the area, so he wanted to ride with me. He came from like I forgot where, a different part of Massachusetts, but he loved his 14D, and I was riding with my Tesla, I believe, at the time. But he absolutely loved that wheel. I tested it, and I'm like, holy smokes, this thing is great! Like, it's perfect size, you know.
I had looked at. Of course, I started the M103. Then after that, I was looking at the 18, what was the 18XL, something like that. But I was trying to find something within in my price range. And then I saw you riding a Tesla, you flying around on that thing. And I think the other person I used to watch on the Tesla a lot too. I don't think she's putting out content much anymore. Is Crystal Rider?
Who's that?
Crystal Rider.
In Europe.
Rides over in.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
With the blonde hair.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Flying around on that thing, and then I ended up getting a Tesla, and I love it. I still have it now. I'm gonna use it for. I bought a Polo. And they're taking forever to send me my stuff, man. I don't want to put you guys on blast. I might have to put you on blast. I'm waiting for my Polo balls and my mallet for the last month, and they haven't sent it. I don't have to be making any videos, guys. You got your money. Send me my stuff. Seriously, dude, it don't make.
Where'd you buy it from?
I don't even want to say the name just yet,
okay.
Because they might get a full-fledged video in a couple days if my stuff doesn't come.
My EUC on my EUC says V5, V58, V10 almost has no problems. So true. Although I have seen some burnt, and that's funny. I find it very double standard in this community. There have been some Inmotions and King Songs burning, dude. But I see them on Facebook, not YouTube.
Yeah, I think the GOAT gets a bad rap with that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I think sometimes they get a bad rap.
It's just more of them. It's just more of them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I
mean, you have like 1,000 bigodes, and you have 5 bigodes that burn out of that 1,000, and 5 of those are people who abuse them. You have like 20 Inmotions, right? Mm-hmm. And then you get 1 that burns out of that 20. It's like, it's just a matter of scale. You just have more bigodes out there.
Oh, here's a good one here. You were in the game a little bit before me. So are there any models before the Tesla relevant?
Oh, yeah, there were, yeah. Okay, so the older wheels were.
They were called
hold on.
They were.
No. Hold on.
I know what you're talking about. I can see them. They were like a square.
They're squarish, yeah.
Now I'm drawing a blank now.
I am drawing a blank as well.
But it's like the square battery pack. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it online. But these were definitely... Okay, so one of them was the MCM.
There we go.
Okay, so... Yep, the MCM was a really good wheel. The other one was... Why can't I think about it right now? If anybody can think about it in the chat, definitely mention if you guys know older bigode wheels. I can't. 14. 14D was King Song.
Because Marty was riding those things. Chooch had it.
Man, MCM. There we go. MCM 5. Oh my gosh. Is it okay? So let me see. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what I can see it in my head. I just can't remember the model number. I can see it clear.
Yes. So okay. So the MCM 5. There's another one.
There was one before that though.
Yeah. Then you had the MCM 4. Oh man, what is it called? It's like they called it a torque monster.
Let me do it. I gotta find this out too, guys. Give us a second, because I can see the wheels in my head, dude, and I just cannot.
Yeah, it's been such a long time ago. Damn, I know who had it. Oh man, can't find it. But anyway, I'll keep looking. But that, once I find it, I'll show you. That was the most reliable Begode wheel ever, and they stopped making it. Got way.
Yeah, I can't remember the old name, but I can see it in my head. I just can't.
ACM. Let me see. Got way ACM. Yes, that's the one.
The ACM?
The ACM. Oh man, I wanted to. I got a chance to ride it, but I didn't really get a chance to spend time with it. But the ACM was the best small Begode wheel ever. It was hideous. It was ugly. It was designed throw out the door.
It was like a square, like a battery, almost like a smaller version of a Tesla or something. It was like square, and then yeah, I could see it.
But dude, that wheel was called a torque monster. It was a little monster. Yes, it was the ACM. Good job. Who called it out? It was Vlager German.
Yes. There we go.
Yes.
So that was past. I was trying to think.
It was on the tip, but I was like, I can't think about it. And the cool thing about that wheel too, the pedals were great. The pedals were big. It had a handle. Some people added extra lights to the side of it because Begode didn't care about that stuff. But in terms of performance, holy smokes, that little thing, and it was 84 volts. It was an 84 volt torque monster, dude. It was insane.
Wilson's funny.
What'd you say?
Ladies, talking about, hope to see your order complete by the end of this video. Yeah, dude. Oh my goodness, man. Because what I want to do too, I normally don't purchase my wheels whenever, like when it's new. I normally get my stuff way after, so I'm gonna be ahead of the curve. Hopefully this time, we'll see.
Yeah, change it up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So to answer the question, what's up, Devo? How's it going? Thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in, guys. Thanks for coming in.
What's up, guys? Devo, how you doing?
Sensei, this is a way you could tell who's new on the field too. Just ask them about older wheels. Right. They'd be like, "What are you talking about? ACM? Right. That wheel doesn't exist." I'm like, "What?" Okay, yeah, so you're new.
Those guys like Vlad from the Light Devices, they would take and ride those ACMs, and they would hawk those things out, man.
Dude, the ACM, oh my gosh. Let me send you this image right here. Let me see. This is basically an image. Well, you could share, right?
Yeah. But remember, I'm not on my phone.
Oh, no, I mean, on your computer,
Yeah, I can probably, I can add it.
Well, I'll just send it to you anyway.
Okay.
And, actually, you know what? Hold on for a second. It's saying I can share.
Yeah, if you can share, go ahead and share.
Let me see if I can do it. Window. Oh, I can share. Okay,
nice.
So
Okay. And then I just click it up
add,
there.
yeah, just add that, yeah. So you see that ad?
There it is.
Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger. Sometimes, okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's it.
look, you see, dude, look at that ad. That is the gist of that wheel, dude. The ACM was a little torque beast.
Yeah,
It was a beast. And there was this guy in New York. I used to so there's a video of me crashing into someone online. He was riding a board, and then he switched to the EUC. He was reckless, but I was reckless with him. But when he switched to the EUC, I ran into him and clotheslined him, like boom, and and he was riding this wheel on a different trip that I'd
Do you
gone
remember
on.
the guy's name?
I don't remember his name, but he was
If
a
I'm
young
not
kid.
mistaken, I think Jose used to ride that ACM. I think he used to rock an ACM.
No, it wasn't him. He was Asian.
Okay.
Jose sounds Spanish to me.
Yeah.
But dude, he had this wheel, and he would go up crazy steep inclines, like bolting out, like. And I'm looking at this wheel, like, how's he doing this? But then he was a small, but he was keeping up with us and everything. I'm like, what is he riding? And then he told me an MCM, and I'm like, what the frick? So I looked it up. I'm like, this if Bigot could bring back the MCM spirit, ooh, in another small wheel, dude, blast from the past. So, yeah, man.
Oh, look at that. Wilson says, not going to lie. I wish there was a bit more oomph with the Sherman S. You tried the high speed mode. I watched your video too. Does it feel like you have to push it to get it, to get that performance out of it? Or is it there from the get-go? Does it feel like it adds more torque and stuff as far as the performance goes? Because to me, from what I could see, it was just adding a higher, speed number, not so much more torque and stuff. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
I could see where he's coming from. The Sherman S is 96 pounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the patent is 89 pounds. Yet the patent is 3,000 watts, and the Sherman S is also 3,000 watts.
And it's 126 volt, the pad, too. That's taking a little torque beast. What's happening, Flip?
Flip is here.
Is he?
So, I could see what he means. It's a bigger wheel with the similar specs to a smaller wheel, and it's not too far off from the Sherman, which you over-torque so easily.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, Wilson is too funny.
Skip.
He said, "Hey, Skip." Oh my goodness! I mean, Flip, you guys are the best, man. You guys need a good laugh today.
DJ Skip. Actually, that makes sense. DJ Skip. Don't they skip?
Man, don't
skip.
Oh yes, thanks, Devo. Smash the like button, y'all. If you have not subbed to both channels, sub to everybody's channel that's in here. I think everyone in here has a channel. Sub to everybody. Show support for everybody, man. It is. It's not easy making content. Let's talk about the Blitz a little bit too. Let's talk about Blitz.
Yeah.
This will go back to like one of the questions asked as far as like manufacturers and testing out the wheels, performance, and all that type of stuff. I really think when you have just the dual races, the performance is really going to stand out because your eye is not going to have to focus on a dozen racers. You're going to be looking at two wheels going head to head, and you're going to see. Of course, the rider skill is going to play a big part, but at the same time, if you have two evenly matched riders, you're going to see what EUC outperforms the other, and that's going to be major.
And that's what's important about the Blitz.
Yes. Blitz is, yes.
Takes out that other excuses, though. There are too many riders on the track. It's just you and another guy. No excuses, bro.
No excuses. Oh, here we go. Devo. No one wants me, so All the pressure's on Stride's shoulders right now. He's getting called out left and right.
No, guys, it's look. When people think about racing me, they're thinking about like an all-out, blitz, like from point A to point B. No, this can be anything. This can be a track. It can be a circuit. It can be a trail. It doesn't have to be a straightaway. So call out Sensei, man. Don't let Sensei run away. He's got some skills. Dude.
My thing is me. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. And there's going to be a moral to the story, so pay attention. Used to play a lot of fighting games, right? I was really good at Street Fighter, and then I started playing my cousin in Tekken. We were roommates, and he was a Tekken master. And I lost I was getting beat bad for probably 3-4 months straight. But then I got really good. My defense was impeccable. I could block like you wouldn't believe. But then I started winning some matches. So you can only lose, but for so long. In every loss, you're going to learn some lessons.
Yeah, so, that's right.
Yeah, I'll lose. But I guarantee you, I get beat, I'm going to call somebody back out. One day I'm going to get my win, and it's going to be so sweet. So sweet. But no, that's the thing about competition, man. You have to, even after we did the Blitz, I knew it was going to be hard beating you, but it was fun. Your heart's beating and your adrenaline's pumping.
Yeah.
But if you listen to what I said after, I learned a lot of stuff. Don't do this, don't do that. You got to do this, got to change this, got to change that. But you learn, and that's the great thing, man, about competition. You live and you learn.
What's funny is going into it. Yeah, you were the underdog, but dude, I was scared because I'm very competitive. I didn't want to lose. And I didn't want to lose to you because
I didn't want to lose to that old non-skilled runner. Oh, he just eats plants and sticks and helps trees.
So when you saw me take out like a bat out of hell, that wasn't racing the track. I was literally like, I'm not gonna lose. I'm always like that. I always want to win, but at the same time, think about it, dude. You're good at fighting, right? And boxing and all that stuff. If someone, if someone,
you see some behind the scenes stuff that I don't even like showing people. But yeah, you saw a side of me I don't like showing people.
I did. I'm like, wow, you're a good fighter. Holy smokes, you move fast. Like, what the frick? But could you imagine someone like your brother or your friend who's not really versed in fighting challenges you and wins, and you're like, how? You know what I mean? Like, I was just teaching you.
But the thing is, I fight. I know on any given day, you can get knocked out. But one punch can put you down.
Right.
You get hit on the right spot, anybody can knock you out.
I crash. I make the wrong turn, or I crash at the right. So it's the same thing. My wheel cuts out, or I over torque it, or whatever. Dude, when you over torqued at the Blitz, I was very shocked because you over torqued it, but you didn't crash.
No,
and have you ever over torqued the wheel before?
Dude. I didn't panic. I'm like, you hear me laughing. I'm like, I torqued it. You can hear me yelling. So when I felt the dip, I just came off of it and I just kept going.
Yeah, so, but have you experienced that before?
I think the first time I've torqued the wheel. Yeah, I've torqued the RS a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah, I've torqued. I mean, I felt the pedal, and like, But the worst one was, and I didn't even realize it. We were that was Cobra's first rally. All I had was a Tesla, so I went on a Tesla, and we were doing a practice lap. And Showtime was up ahead of me, and I'm riding, and I hit like a root, and then I went up in the air. When I came down, it just, you hear it go, and it just, and I did a full-fledged scorpion. I hit.
Oh, it dropped?
Yeah, I dropped. I didn't know what happened at the time though.
Wow.
My feet came up and touched the top of my. But I cut the wheel out. That was my first cutout. Was the Tesla on the trail, dude.
Yo, who's this? Devo says, I'm thinking about calling out Hubery from EUC Vibes or Cooler Joe. Yo, listen, the site is gonna be live in a bit, but yeah, I will keep track of that comment. And Devo, where are you? Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast? Yeah, guys, you can call out people in the comments too, and we'll just take your comment and stuff. But on the site, you'll be able to.
Oh, check this out. This is a good one here. Pittsburgh has exciting riders. Pittsburgh is my hometown. Shout out to Pittsburgh, Steelers. What city have you guys been to that tops them all? Dude, we just were in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was amazing. Pittsburgh was amazing, man. And that's probably one of the best rides that I've been on. And Stride, that wasn't even, they have amazing trails too. We didn't even ride the trails or anything. We were just riding.
Well, we didn't have much time. We didn't go there for fun. We went there for business. So
business, yeah. But Pittsburgh, I had a great time in Pittsburgh. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah.
Ride with the guys. No, Pittsburgh, the riders were awesome, man.
I mean, to answer his question, city, he said, which city have you guys been that tops them all? In my opinion, so far, it's New York.
It's New York.
So far,
New York.
I have yet to experience Chicago, because it seems like Chicago is might be a close second, or maybe a first. I want to experience Chicago.
DC had great riders, but when I went to DC, it had people from all over.
Okay.
They get down to DC. Shango and them brothers can roll down there. But New York, on any given day.
The thing with New York is it's out of necessity. It's not like they're trying to prove themselves. These guys have to be good. Like, if you're going to go in traffic and do deliveries as a job, I mean, you're going to have to be good, dude. And that's what they do.
No, you're 100% right. And I think when you watch the videos of the New York riders, you have to understand the environment in New York. You can't be lollygagging around, especially in traffic. Bike lane, even in a bike lane, you might get.
Yeah. No, it's true. What bike lane?
Yeah. You have to ride. When you're riding, you ride for your life in New York, and that is no joke. That is no joke. You have to ride really aggressive. You got to ride really aggressive. You do.
Devo is saying the Alien Rides crew is fast AF. I know what he's saying.
Okay, yeah. That's because Show's part of the Alien Rides crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's fast riders all over the place though now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're all over now.
And California, it's like flat, right? Flat, no traffic.
Right.
Which is great. I prefer that than traffic.
That's why it was so relaxed riding in Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh, it was like drinking fresh water.
Yeah. It's like I'm not saying you can't, you look over your shoulder, but it's nothing like riding in New York City.
Yeah, in New York, you're always on a swivel. You're constantly
head on a swivel, yelling at people, get out the way, giving people the finger. I mean, it's because it's like a free-for-all, man. A free-for-all.
Meanwhile, upstate New York is a different story.
It's a different story. All right, let's see what we got. Spartacus. Welcome to the show. Spartacus is always up
nice.
In town. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
The Blitz is definitely going to showcase what you're good at and what you're not good at.
I have a trailer if you want to let me play it later. I did show it to you earlier.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Let's ask them. See if they want to see the trailer.
Would you guys like to see the Blitz trailer? Put a 1 in the chat.
Okay. Sometimes there's like a delay. Because the last live, there was a delay. Yeah, if you guys want to see the Blitz, okay. See, now it's coming in. Yeah, so let me see if I can pull it up real quick. And then you'll have to
I'll make the screen full.
Yeah. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So yeah. Here it is. You get to hold on. Browser is having trouble sharing your video. This can happen if the file is invalid. Okay, let me try again. Oh, you know what? I think I let me see. Is that the one? I wonder if I could. Oh, okay.
Oh, right. That's right. That's true. Northern Cal. You're going to have the mountains and all that stuff. Yeah.
Hold on.
And Pittsburgh's hilly, too.
Pittsburgh, there are parts. Remember the cobblestone that was kind of going up, and then you had to brake because there was oncoming traffic as we were going down. So
where I'm from in the South Hills area, there's a lot of hills, man. There's a lot of hills.
Um, but yeah, the Blitz is definitely going to demonstrate skill, and that's what it's about. It's about demonstrating your skill and, the potential of your wheel.
Yeah.
Let me try something real quick, okay?
Yeah, do your thing. Let me see what else we got here. Let's see if we got any more. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second, guys. We are trying to get this up for you. So as of right now, the Mini is at the top of the list. Let me get Stride back in here.
All right, now let me try this. Yeah, I want to know if you. I'm trying to see if you. It's not gonna work for me. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it.
Right.
But
it's not. You don't have it up on your page yet, though, right?
Hold on. Let's keep talking. I'll try to get it ready. But yeah, I want to see. So let me ask you this: were you talking before I got on, or?
No, I was just talking about the wheel still at the top of the list. The wheel at the top of the list for me, next purchase, is still Mini. If I could take and get a really good deal on a Commander Pro second batch, I would get the Commander Pro, because I think me being a taller rider, it'd be a little bit easier for me to ride that. I'm really not worried about the weight because there's not that much of a weight difference anyway.
So let me ask you this: why did you? So I know the main reason you said you wanted the Mini Pro or the Mini is because it's portable and you like to go in the bus a lot.
Right.
Okay.
It just has a smaller footprint than, trying to take the Commander Pro or even my Sherman. Like in the morning, I wouldn't want to take it on a bus. Like I can take my Tesla and tuck it up underneath the seat without being,
And is that the primary purpose for you? Like
that would be the main reason why. But after going on that ride, like in Pittsburgh, I wouldn't mind having. You don't want to get range anxiety. You understand what I mean? You can push your wheel, you can have fun, but you don't want to be pushing the wheel, be like, oh man, I got to stick to this, 20 miles an hour. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that would be my only gripe against getting the Mini would be just the range.
But how heavy is the Sherman though?
The Sherman is 77 pounds.
That's way less than the Mini.
That's like 10 pounds less.
So
10 or 11 pounds less.
By definition, is it the weight or is it the form?
I think the form factor is smaller though. It doesn't have as much real estate this way. Right. It looks more. That's why I said it looks like a Pez machine, like a Pez dispenser.
That's true. That's the first thing you should do is get a Pez dispenser and just take it on there.
I would do. You heard it here first, dude. That's exactly what I would do, man. Get a couple Pez dispensers and just stick on the side of it. That's what it looks like.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm uploading it to the EUC Blitz channel, and then I'll share it that way because for some reason it's not allowing me to upload it as a video file.
It is, Chris. The Mini. That's the thing. They call it the Mini, but it's not.
It
weighs like 88 pounds, 89 pounds. It's not little.
And that's what I was kind of alluding to because if they call it the Mini, I think in reference to the Commander Pro.
It is.
You know what I mean?
You're talking about the battery.
and because it's kind of short too. It's kind of short too.
It's not. You don't have as much real estate on the side, So it's like this. It's more compact, and there's not much height difference either. I don't know what video I was watching. They had them side by side. I'm like, wait a second. It's not even. They're almost the same height.
Yeah. I think Don Champion.
You can ride it sitting down.
When Don Champion had it, when we stop at a light or we just stop anywhere and we have one leg just on one pedal, and she had it, and the thing was like a normal big wheel. I'm like, what Mini are they talking about? But it's probably the real estate. So one issue.
You said the Pro is 94 pounds and the Mini is like 88 pounds.
88 pounds.
That's not really. That's not much.
Yeah. So one issue that a lot of people were talking about that it had, and that's going to be an issue for you because one thing you care about is your pad positioning.
Right.
So you're not going to have a lot of real estate. How do you plan on taking care of that?
For me, I know my feet are a little bit more forward, not so much back. if that makes any sense. So I would get rid of the original pads and I would do a custom pad setup. And this will go with Stan's question here. What do you guys prefer, pad setups or pads that lock you in a cheat code, not necessarily, and fails to show a rider's true skill? Again, pads are personal, because I know riders that they ride with their pads loose and they can slip and dip on them things, man. So it depends on how you like to ride. Me personally, I don't want to be too locked in. So it's like a very fine point. But after riding and purchasing different pads, and I hate to say it, and this is no hate toward any pad company, I'm gonna have to
show your hate, man. Show your hate. If you don't show your hate, they're not gonna get better.
No, it's not hate, but this will be constructive criticism. I have to stick with
constructive hate.
Stick with Law Lexina. Custom pads are probably your best bet. Seriously, seriously.
Yeah, like I said,
a lot of pads are just too deep. They're too wide, and it's like for me, I can ride seated if I start seated on my wheels. Now, for me to try to go down, it's like I get jammed, because it's like even when you go to kick your legs out, it's like you have to take and be uncomfortable.
That's a process.
Way too far. You know what I mean? The pads are too deep a lot for me anyway.
And that's why I like the Begode pads that came with the EX30. I could sit with no interruptions whatsoever. I barely touch the pad when I sit down. So, but you're absolutely right. So that was my main concern when I was watching Law's video, and awesome opening, by the way. But I was watching and
yes. Yeah, Law, you need to win an award for that one, man. That was a good open. Yes.
But anyway, that's funny. That's actually a pun. Because he opened the box, so wicked opening. That's funny. But one thing he was mentioning was the pad keep falling off because there's no real estate, and it's kind of funny. I saw it in a practical sense too, because I was watching Roger. I think it was Roger's channel.
Yeah, when he was riding
up the hill. Yeah. Part of the reason he didn't make it up. One reason is he didn't have good form going up, but second is because the pad came off. So that's going to be an issue.
I think I have a solution for that if I get it.
Okay.
And I'll keep that. I have a surprise coming up for y'all very shortly. Next week. Surprise. I do.
What? Okay.
Won't be surprised if I tell y'all. You know.
I'm curious.
I had to call in a lifeline. You guys.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm curious.
But it's a coin toss up. Oh my goodness, man! I can't make up my freaking mind here.
What?
The big brother or the little brother? I think the big brother would fit my body style, because see, this is another thing too. I'm not the biggest dude, but I'm bigger than what people think I am. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I don't think I come across that big on video, but I'm not short. I'm 6'1", but I'm not. I need a bigger wheel. Bigger wheels to me sort of fit my body type better. I got long legs, and there's nothing worse than trying to sit on a small wheel and your feet are jammed under you like a kangaroo. You know what I mean? I don't like that. So
that's funny. So when you say you have a surprise coming up, is that like a new pad setup or?
Oh, but I can't. It'd be a surprise now.
That's why you got to pry. You got to pry, man. That's funny. Okay. So okay.
Let's see what we got here. Get the bigger one for your home and use the Sherman as your commute wheel on the bus. That, dude, I might. I can get. The thing is, right now I have 3 wheels, but I always said that I would get a wheel to take the place of my Tesla after I was in the accident. I never got a wheel to replace the Tesla because I already had bought the RS before that. And then I got such a great deal on a Sherman, that doesn't even count.
Okay.
That doesn't even count. So I really haven't bought myself a new wheel, so I'm going to treat myself.
So how many wheels do you plan on having?
I'm going to stop at 4. I'm going to stop at 4.
Yo, you're funny, dude.
Right now.
You said I'll stop at 4. That's, to me, how I translate that was, I'll stop as many I feel comfortable with. Like 4 is a lot of wheels. 4 is a lot of wheels.
Move to a bigger place. Oh man.
No, 4 is a lot of wheels, and it makes you feel good too, believe it or not. Because one,
another thing too with the Tesla, you know me, I love the Tesla. I think me and Tesla just have a connection. I think I almost lost my life on that wheel. That's why I can't get rid of it, man. But having that very small battery on that wheel, you can only push it but so much. You understand what I mean? I mean, literally, I can rip through the battery on that Tesla in like 16 miles or less if I was pushing that thing hard, because the battery's just not big enough. It's just not big enough.
That's true.
All right, told you, dude. I hit 34 miles an hour on that freaking thing by accident. That's not smart.
He said that's not smart.
That's not smart, dude. 34 miles an hour on that Tesla V2, dude. I looked at my speed. I was like, what? I was going that fast. Like, lucky there was a full battery on that thing. God, I'd have been doing a front flip. Let's see what we got.
No, the Tesla was a great wheel from the go to mess around with.
It was, dude.
To be honest. Let me hold on. Let me see if I share this. If the guys,
this is a good one here. Where did I see that? Flip's comment here. No, I saw it. Where is it?
Flip's comment?
Yeah, about the EXN. Here we go, right here. I think me and Flip are about the same height. Yeah, you got to bend down on that thing, man. That's the only.
What do you mean? He said that's probably the only downside of riding my EXN is that I have to bend a lot to sit comfortably. That's true. That's the same with the MSP. But you guys are tall guys, right?
And I had the RS seat with a yoga block on top of it, and it was still too short for me.
But you guys are really tall,
right? Over here. Yeah. That's why you never see it on. It's still too short for me.
Is Flip and you pretty much the same height?
Yeah, we're pretty much the same. We're pretty much the same height, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let me know if you guys can hear this audio, okay? Is that okay if I try?
Yeah, go ahead, dude. Do your thing. Yeah, bro.
Let me see if I can share this. And let me see if you guys can hear it. So, window. So, I shared it with you.
Okay, I'm going to pop it up here after the stream.
Yeah. And let me just know if you guys...
Bigger, too. Hold on. I can make this bigger, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see what... No, let's see. There we go. How's that?
Can you hear it?
No.
Oh, you can't hear it. Okay.
I want to pull this comment down, too. Hold on a second.
No audio.
They want to do that.
Yeah, you got to play with it.
I'm trying to take that comment.
So no audio on this one.
No audio?
Well, I'm playing it right now, but you can't hear it, right?
I can't hear it, nah.
Okay. So it's probably because it's not. Hey, you're not showing.
No. I clicked this off.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna put up. I was trying to put up the whole video so we could see it.
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can play this, but you can. I'm gonna try Google Chrome, and maybe that'll work. So stop sharing. Yeah. So So what else can we talk about the Mini?
I mean, for the price, like I said, I would buy the Mini before I'd buy the S19. I think the S19 is just way overpriced. S19.
Oh, somebody said you should get the other wheel instead.
The Extreme.
The Extreme. What do you think about that comment?
Well, I like the Extreme, but these are my two things about the Extreme. Now, E-Wheels is selling it for like $3,500.
Right.
I'm not going to pay that much. If I was going to pay $3,500, then I would just go ahead and get the EX30. I'm just being completely honest. I would just go ahead and get the EX30. But I'm still not a big fan of just the pads and the battery packs. I still like the shell with the wheel. And that's why I don't think I would get the Extreme. I think the power, everything is great, but now it has a C40 motor. Of course, you're going to get more torque. You're going to want to rip that wheel And I think with that added power to that, yeah, people are just going to rip through the battery on that, on the Extreme. Even
Hold on,
more
hold
so
on.
than any.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Oh, you know what? I hear something.
Hold on. That's just me messing around.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
trying to do something here. Plus, it doesn't satisfy your portability desires. So,
No, no, no. Now the EX30 is lighter. Not the EX30, the Extreme lighter, 77 pounds. So basically it's the same size as the weight, not the size, but the weight is the same as the Sherman.
okay.
But
I'm gonna take myself out of here and see if I can go on Google Chrome instead. Okay.
okay. Let's see what this says here. The Extreme is durable. Okay. The Extreme is durable as hell. CNC body, seen it crash and held up, even held up to Chance. Yeah, Chance rides a wheel hard too. He rides a wheel hard. So yeah, I got to give him credit on that one. So if it holds up, I still think the biggest thing would be the price tag. Now again, if you would go with like EUC Underground or one of these other ways to purchase a wheel, maybe they can cut a better deal. But I wouldn't pay, me personally, I'm not going to pay $3,500 for a wheel. Call me cheap, but I got to keep peace within my household, and I'm not going to have my wife flipping out on me for going above. I could do it, but I'm not going to pay $3,500 for a wheel. That's just me though. Oh, this is a good one right here, dude. I agree with you 100%. The S19 is the new, and I like the Hero, but the Hero was just way over. Think about the Hero came out, the thing was $4,000. It was $4,000 when it first came out. Yeah, the S19 should be priced around the same as the T4, like $2,200 maximum, dude. Maximum $2,200. And I think those S19s would sell very well. But at $2,800, no, no, no. I think you'll have more people buy the Mini or just spend a couple hundred more dollars and get the Extreme. So the
Yep.
the
And we made a lot of noise, and the price went down.
I'm sorry, I didn't even have you, and I am so sorry. You want me to add the
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
I was saying we made a lot of noise, and the price went down.
Yeah, it had to. But even when they took the price down, the thing they were still selling the darn thing for like it was like 3,000. It was like the price of a Master. So I'm like, what? That's just it didn't make any sense, dude. It didn't make any sense what they were doing with that
You
thing.
know, so they spent a lot of money on the quality of the Hero. If you looked, and one of the complaints, I think it was a channel in Europe. I assume, I don't know why I always think channels are from Europe, but that are good quality. But it was Ikolka. Ikolka did an amazing breakdown of the Hero at the time, and one of the problems was taking it apart. And the problem they had taking it apart was due to how well it was built.
Yeah.
So
even Wilson can contest to that. I think French USA, him and Wilson did a video. I think they were changing a tire or something like that, and taking that thing apart was no easy task.
Yeah,
man.
So I'm ready to do another audio test if you're ready.
Okay, I'm going to add this to the stream.
So let me just see if you guys can hear this.
I'm going to go like this. Wait, hold on.
I can make it bigger, but I just want to make sure you have the audio.
I don't hear anything. Wait, let's see.
I haven't played it yet. I'm not playing yet.
Okay.
I'll play right now. Can you hear it?
Yep.
Did you hear that? All right, awesome.
Yep, turn it up.
All right, so let's make sure everyone's there. One in the chat if you want to see the EUC Blitz. I just want to make sure people are there. You want to see the EUC Blitz trailer? I'm going to say, okay, one in the chat. Devo says one. Let's go. I'll make it big. And there we go.
Here we go.
Take the comment off.
How do you take the comment off, dude?
You just click on him again, and you should be able to take him off if you select him again.
Okay, let me wait. Let me see which comment it was.
It's me EUC. It's usually the one highlighted. So if you scroll through, you'll see the one highlighted.
Got it. Okay, I got it. Sorry, guys. I just brain fart. Brain fart.
All right, ready? Let's go. It's a trailer, guys. It's a trailer.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to EUC Blitz. Right, Sensei Vegan. I rep out of New Jersey, New York City. My game plan is to keep it simple and consistent. I don't want to override the track because it's very, very tight. And I don't want to just over torque the Sherman. OG Sherman's known for that. Extreme Bull acrylic pedals is my setup. Clark pads. I have a 3-degree tilt on the pedals in the front, slight dehedral on the side.
So fortunately for him, this is just a time trial, so he doesn't have to worry too much about racing someone head on, all right? Let's start with the game plan. The game plan is simply to start off the line with as much torque as possible. That's why it's timed. So my goal is to get into that corner real fast, slow down as close to the apex as possible, and then bolt away from there. I'm riding in medium mode. This is a massive machine, and I've ridden it for probably half a month now, so I'm very familiar with it. All right, we have Sensei Vegan on his OG Sherman U-Stride on the Master Pro V1. No excuses. This is a test of pure skill. How is your acceleration, your braking, maneuvering? This track has it all. It's time to blitz. EUC Blitz.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Guys, it's I'm telling you, it's fun, man. It is. It really is.
Put us back
And
on the screen.
I can't wait to just start knocking these blitzes out, man. I can't wait to start knocking these things out.
Wilson said that's awesome.
Yeah. You know what though? I think that wheel, I think the MIDI would make a good freaking blitz wheel too, depending on the track.
That's gonna be Chris says, nice job, guys. Love it. Yeah, this was a trailer, guys. The video is done. We're just getting ready to make it live, and it's gonna be purchase. You can purchase it or you can rent it. It's the purpose, the reason it's paid is every EUC Blitz is gonna be paid, and then it's gonna be free later down the road,
right,
on the channel. The reason is because that's the way we feel we can raise funds to pay riders eventually, and a bunch of other stuff that we can't really tell you right now. But we don't have money, guys, and it's a lot of work, right, Sensei? Yeah. It's a lot of work. Like
we wrecked.
You actually
I took off for the team, bro. I actually went down that day, man. Filming.
Well, he was trying to film me, and he wrecked. But we can show that.
At least I thought it was a shortcut. And I looked down, and the curve was hidden by the grass. And I looked down. I said, "Can I make it?" By the time I said, "Nope," I was up and over, man.
Yeah,
holding the GoPro up in there like the ice cream cone, so I wouldn't smack the ground. But it was good stuff, man. And they're just going to get better and better. This is the first one. We learned a lot.
Let's play it one more time for them. One more time. And I'll play it one more time because that was kind of short. But let me do that one more time. Even I was excited. I'm like, damn. All right, so ready when you are.
Let's put it up. And you got it big.
Oh, you're gonna make it. Oh, should I make it bigger or you make it bigger?
Can I make it bigger?
Let me see.
I think you can make it bigger.
Okay, let me see. Is it bigger?
Yeah. On my screen it is.
Okay.
I don't hear any sound though.
You don't hear any sound? Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. Let me because how did I do it last time? Share. Okay, share audio. Okay, let's try this one.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Yep, it's on.
All right. All right. You hear like that little easy Blitz.
Easy
But
Blitz.
I learned that from some other YouTubers. All right, let's watch it one more time.
EUC Blitz. Hello, everybody. Welcome to EUC Blitz.
Right, Sensei Vegan, a rep out of New Jersey, New York City. My game plan is to keep it simple and consistent. I don't want to override the track because it's very, very tight. And I don't want to just over torque the Sherman. OG Sherman's known for that. Extreme Bull acrylic pedals is my setup. Clark pads. I have a 3-degree tilt on the pedals in the front, slight dehedral on the side.
So fortunately for him, this is just a time trial, so he doesn't have to worry too much about racing someone head on, all right? Let's start with the game plan. The game plan is simply to start off the line with as much torque as possible. That's why it's timed. So my goal is to get into that corner real fast, slow down as close to the apex as possible, and then bolt away from there. I'm riding in medium mode. This is a massive machine, and I've ridden it for probably half a month now, so I'm very familiar with it. All right, we have Sensei Vegan on his OG Sherman U-Stride on the Master Pro V1. No excuses. This is a test of pure skill. How is your acceleration, your braking, maneuvering? This track has it all. It's time to blitz. Easy Blitz.
That's awesome, dude. I'm ready to go ride now, man.
I know, right?
That's good stuff, dude. It really is, man.
It's our first one. It's our first one.
The first one, man. That's the newborn, firstborn right there.
We had many unofficial Blitz, but this is our first Blitz, official Blitz. So
yeah.
So
and we got others in the pipeline. You know, it was
yes,
good.
Yes, we have others. We have others. We have a list of 23, but we have only reached out to maybe four.
Yeah, we could do a solid 4 right now. And I think after that solid 4 go, the list is going to get longer.
The list is just going to get longer.
I think people.
Dude, these guys were being funny. By the way, I forgot to mention that they were funny. I think they were saying these guys are hilarious. They're like, Devo, show some skin. I'll make it bigger.
Well, you know what? Depends on who's calling who out. That's going to end up happening.
No, I'm talking about like when we were making the screen bigger. Oh man. I have the same riding shoes as Sensei Vegan. Interesting. I think that's pretty good shoe. Tell us about that shoe, man.
I can tell you. Let me see. Hold on a second. Keep them occupied for a second.
I think the reason you have that shoe is because it protects your ankle, right?
Yeah, my
ankle's something like that. Oh yeah, yeah. Because at one point, a lot of people were concerned that when they drop their wheel or crash, that the wheel comes and literally gets back at them and it's cuts their ankle and all that stuff.
Yeah, ankle bite is no joke, but
it's the first thing it hits is your ankle.
Yeah, this is the shoe I'm rocking here, the Iron Gia, pretty high. Now it's a high or high top. That's one thing you can see. It's pretty high, but it feels pretty good. It's not too stiff. Gives you nice heel cup. Good protection on the ankle while here. So if you do go down, you got nice, but it's not so stiff to what you can't move in it. You know, I like these better than I used to rock Converse all the time, but I like these actually better than Converse. Pretty good shoes. I'd recommend them.
Is that top part reinforced or?
It is to a certain extent, but it's not. Hold on 1 second. I'm so you guys can see it. Here it goes up. but it's not over reinforced, if that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So it doesn't feel like you're like in a cast or anything, because you still. One thing that the doctor said, like when I broke my ankle, it was actually good that I had the Converse on, because it could have been a lot worse. Because if your leg, if your ankle is too stiff, you can like snap it. You know what I mean? Like really,
Wow, makes sense.
So
Stan was saying, I think it's Stan, it's Devo. He's saying those zipper on the shoes makes putting the boots much easier.
Oh, actually, it's much easier.
Yeah, because
much easier. There's another pair too that I want to get from them. I was looking at those. I'll get them later in the summer. But I like the IMG shoes, and they have a lot of styles to choose from, and the prices are right. From like $69 to just under $100, you can get you a decent shoe.
Yeah, because I love boots. And
you would like, I think you would like these, because they have different styles. I think you would actually like it, because it's not overdone. It's not overdone.
Yeah,
like I know some people like the motorcycle boots and stuff. To me, that's just
I like boots with extra sole, but the sole has to be a little bit soft, because now it won't matter much, because back then I did that because it kind of dampened the bumps. You know what I mean? So now we have suspension, so it won't really matter much to me. But I typically like riding with boots. I don't really like riding with sneakers. I don't know why. But
right.
I've always ridden
not
with
steel
boots.
toe. They're not steel toe. It just has, because these are supposed to be regular like motorcycle style. It just has a little reinforcement over here for the shifter.
What brand is it?
This is Iron Gia.
Iron Gia. Okay.
Yeah, I think I pronounced that right. Yeah, or Jias, Jaya, whatever how they pronounce it. Like good shoe, I like it. It's comfortable.
It's funny we don't have a lot of videos on riding gear, like in terms of what you wear, your pants, your shoes.
I might actually do that next. And yes, I did have gear on. That, what I had on in the Blitz, love it. I got that from Beyond Riders. It's a flannel mesh jacket that has the pads in the shoulders, back, and elbows. And it feels great riding in hot weather with that thing, because the wind just goes through it. And it's tried and tested, because I wrecked in it that day. And all I had to do was scrape a little bit of mud off of it, and it was good to go. So yeah, good stuff.
And your Sherman hit the rail, so you got the use out of that.
Yeah, I put some got his first road rash, but that's good. It got some character to it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But that Blitz was fun. I loved it. It was great. Yeah, my so you were saying the Commander Mini would be a great Blitz wheel.
I think so. I think it, depending on the track. It depends on the track. I think.
Do you think that's a good off-roading wheel?
Oh yeah, I think so. It would have to be tested, but from what I could see, just to take and knock the edge off, like I'm not gonna do any major drops on it. But
yeah, of course.
You put a nice knobby on that thing, you can rip it on a trail.
Yeah, I would put a huge stamp on the S19. Or is it the S19? Yeah, the S19 and the Extreme S22, obviously, drop wheel. You know, and then the other wheels with suspension, just, you know,
right,
regular rating.
They just need to work the price on that. I mean, for what it is, I think, you know, the motor, it's only 100 volt. You can still ride. I still think it's wheels fast enough for riding trails. It's just the price is just too darn high. I wouldn't pay $2,800 for that. It's not worth it.
For what? For
the S19.
Oh yeah.
You might as well just buy the freaking S22.
Might as well.
$200 more dollars.
Yeah. What's the main difference anyway between those wheels? Let me see.
I think the S22 Pro now, it comes with a 4,000 watt motor in it now.
Okay,
you get the sliders.
That's good. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. 4,000. Yeah, you're right. 4,000 watt motor. Well, what's the battery though?
I still think it's the same
oh
battery.
my
22
gosh.
or 24. It's 22, right?
No.
You don't have the S19 or the S22?
You know what? This is Evil site, so I know Evil's.
The S19 is only 1,700 watt hour, I think.
The S22 on Evil. You know what? I should go to a different site, because don't they change their batteries?
Yeah, they put that Litech packs in. Go to
Alien Rights. Yeah, let's go to Alien Rights. Sorry, Evils. Only because I want to see it for what it is
Right.
before he changed. Oh, you know what? Alien Rights doesn't have King Song.
They don't have it up
Does
there.
it? No, it doesn't look like it.
Check EVs.
Yeah, let's go to EVs.
Bradley and Lucas. What's up, fellas? We need to go to Vancouver, crash the party up there.
Oh, the shorts guy.
Those dudes are funny, man. Oh my goodness, dude. We need to just roll up in that store and just sample everything. Oh man.
King Song.
Wilson's funny, bro.
You just try to test that S22 again. I'd like to. I'd like to test it again.
You actually should. Someone should let you test that thing again. They should send you one. If they were smart, they would send you one. Send them one, King Song.
I would like to actually, but because I would like to see if it has that same problem again.
Right.
I mean, not. I wouldn't share it because nobody's having it, so why bother?
This is what Devo says because of the speakers. Nah, dude. They just don't use a Bluetooth, dude. They can rip them speakers. I could care less about them speakers on the side, dude.
So yeah, the power is 4,000 watts
on the side. They got two 12-inch subs on the back of the S19. Two kickers.
Someone says it's in the way. It gets in the way. I don't know who said that.
Yeah, I think it's only due time till someone break those speakers off.
So on EVs, it says it's a 4,000 watt motor and it's a 2220 watt hour, 126 volt battery.
Okay. So it's basically the same battery.
It's still not good enough. It's still not good enough. The battery for torquing, I mean.
Right. It has the same battery as the Master. Isn't the Master? No, the Master's 24, right? Or 22.
The Master's 24, but the Master. Let's see something here real quick.
See you again. See, there's watt hours with the Mini.
See, with E-Wheels, I mean, I'm sorry, with the Goad, it's about firmware, dude. It's about firmware. Because I bet you the Tesla has more torque than the. I'm probably just saying that, but it has more torque because it's a 16-inch wheel. It's a smaller form factor than the S22. I honestly
I would like to see that race. I would like to see that P4.
I honestly think the Tesla would do probably a better job going up a steep incline than the S22. I have that much faith in Bigode's torque.
Hey, Bigode, like you said, Bigode got some secret sauce, man. They got the 14 herbs and seasonings mixed in that freaking firmware. I don't know what they do, man.
I only say that because Kevin in Pittsburgh, he mentioned that, there was no torque. He mentioned that. He was like, I don't torque the wheel. I gradually accelerate it. And if you saw him, he was very playful with the S22.
Oh yeah, you can see that dude can ride, Kevin.
So that's what he uses it for. He uses it for, the playful nature of the wheel, not for torquing, So even with that big motor, because I think that's the version he has. The 4,000. Bro. Yeah. So but
yeah, I'm curious to see what people do with the pads on the S19 too, Sparty, because I don't that if manufacturers are smart and they're starting to learn, because you can see with the patent, it's flat on the side. You can hook your own pads up. You can see that with the Mini Pro. You can see at the Commander Pro wheels. They're starting to understand you got to leave some real estate on the wheel for people to add their own pads.
Yeah, and the S19 and the Commander Mini both are breaking that rule or that.
Because you can take those pads off.
Well, there's no room. Where are you going to put the pads? I'm looking at the S19 right now, and it's like.
Oh, the S19. Really... No. I think it'd be easier to work with on the Mini. The Mini. It has to be as wide as my Tesla. If it's as wide as my Tesla, the play area, I can put pads on it. Yeah. But you're not going to use like big You would have to get even if you would get like Clark pads, you'd have to get them and cut them down and trim them.
Can you share my screen? I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
No, that's okay. So if you look, you can. So there's an option to show us and the screen as well.
Oh yeah. Let me do.
So it's like the two. It's like the two
right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you look right, this real estate right here, and this right here is the speaker.
Yeah, dude.
That's in the way because
that looks like a freaking brake.
well, that's what
speaker brake. That's the emergency brake.
So it looks like they're trying to use that as the brake, the speaker as the brake. You see, they tried to incorporate. Why would they do that? Like, is there no other place to put the speaker? But
yes.
Look, it's like right here, dude.
Yeah, dude, that is not. I don't know.
See that?
Yeah, that's not.
Is it bolted on? Like not bolted on? Yeah, is it bolted on or?
Dude, I was hoping Jack Electric Dreams would have did his review on the wheel already. I was waiting for that because he did an unboxing. It seems like a month ago. Come on, Jack. Waiting for your review, bro.
Someone said Devo is spitting the truth. Let me see what truth Devo is spitting. Devo said Big Goat has this. Okay, so it's right up there. Yep. Big Goat has this advantage. They will let you push it past the limit. If you if you survive, they will get the data from you and say thanks. We're test pilots who pay to test their products. Yep. Spitting facts. He's spitting facts.
They've been saying that for years, man. That's why send it to New York. Yeah, they don't play, man.
Yeah, I could see Big Goat right now. Like somebody like drives that wheel to like 60 miles an hour, cuts out, shoulder like completely dislocated, ribs sticking out, blood all over the place. The helmet split in half, the leg is like, cocked. And then the Goat engineer just comes by. Thanks, man. Let me just stick my USB in here.
I'm telling you, right? Download the data.
All right. Have a good day. Get better.
He says, here's a good one. Stan
says,
which country has the most influence with manufacturers? Honestly, I don't want to be biased, but I think they get a lot from American riders. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not being mean. I think so. Because I mean, if you would go back and you would look at, let's just go back even a year, maybe a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
You would see like New York guys, Cali guys. I mean, pushing the wheels hard, and then you would see these dudes riding in flip flops. I'm being honest. I'm being completely dude. So it's like.
Well, if you look at Overheat Hill, for example. I have to put it out there just to say that when the Sherman came out, and even before the Sherman, let's be honest, but the Sherman was the one that really put Overheat Hill at the time on the map because it blew it up. They literally became wanted Marty to do that.
Right. And I always give Marty credit.
Not blow it up. Not blow it up.
No.
They wanted him to take it to Overheat Hill.
I said, I'm sorry to cut you off. Because I said this from the beginning, because some people say, well, I don't see why he pushes the wheels that hard. Most people know. If Marty wouldn't have been pushing these wheels, we wouldn't be where we are today. He pushed those wheels, and that's why a lot of wheels aren't, overheating and the boards blowing up and all that type of stuff, because he put it in conditions that you normally wouldn't ride. But now you look at it, riders are riding like that. So
yeah. I mean, look at
Marty, man.
Look at the EXN. I mean, that thing. Look, a lot of people say they weren't experiencing any overheating on their EXN. Yet I ride it 12 miles the way I ride it, and it overheats all the freaking time.
Well, think of James out of Pittsburgh. He has an EXN. He said he had what, 2 or 3 fans in that thing he put in.
and the guys from Canada, they had 2 fans. One guy from Canada had a fan that was constantly running on. Yeah, so
I'm about to hook my AC up to my RS. See if that helps. That'll cool it down. But no, you have to have the riders, even with the speed riders. Oh man, you can't ride it. If it wasn't for riders like you, Jansen, Tarzan, Turbo, and if I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. Wheels wouldn't be as fast as they are now.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. Like I think a good video would maybe it's not needed, but a good video would be to show the perspective of, how the progression of how wheels came from where they came from. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Sean probably made a video on that already because he's a documentary type guy. But showing how how wheels got to where they are today, because a lot of new riders, they come, they see the market, they see what's available, they purchase the wheel, but they don't appreciate where things came from. Like even now, I'm not even appreciating 50 miles an hour. I'll be honest.
Oh, I appreciate it. I came from an M10.3. So I definitely went up the progression, M10.3, Tesla V2, RS, Sherman, to be announced.
But what I'm saying is, like, I hit 50 miles an hour now because of these test wheels I have. And I don't even remember what it feels like to ride at 30 or 40 miles an hour. So I think if I still had my Tesla around, I think I would have been able to appreciate it more, because then I'd grab the Tesla and just go down the street, for example. Or, you know what I mean? Like, really try. Because I was driving my car the other day, and I'm doing 50 in a 35 mile per hour zone, because you know how it is in the city. Like, nobody follows the speed limit. So I'm driving 50 and I'm like, damn, that's what 50 feels like. Like, it's fast. Like 50 is freaking fast, dude. But you don't really, because when you do it so often, you don't really appreciate it.
You get used to this. It's just like if you're on a highway and you start doing 90 miles an hour.
Right.
At one point, it feels like you're not going fast till you slow down to the speed limit. Then you're like, man, I was moving. Or you'll have people say 35 miles an hour is not, it's not fast. I said 35 miles an hour is fast. I'm not telling anybody to do this. Next time, jump out the car at 35 and see if you can keep up running. You can't. 35 is fast. It's fast.
It's very
I'm not telling anyone to do that. Don't do that. I'm just saying.
My EUC, oh my gosh, dude, I'm gonna have trouble saying that.
I just want to call you me.
Me on my EUC. You're right. And look, people don't want to give me credit, but I appreciate you giving me credit, because one thing that is true, whether or not I caused it to blow up or not, that S22 name, they need to give me some funding. I'm just playing.
You need to send you a wheel.
Like, send me a wheel or something, like, because the S20 literally was the name that they were shipping with.
Well,
I think after that incident,
a lot of headache.
Came up with S22.
No, you saved them a lot of headache.
But a lot of people in our community is not even like recognizing that. So I'm like, that's interesting. So it's some underlying I don't know what you call it, but maybe I've never reached out to King Song though. So I should probably reach out to them.
Could you imagine if you didn't push that wheel and you just did just a very normal, nonchalant ride, and King Song went and put that S20 out, the problems they would have had?
Well, the funny thing is they're still having problems. Fortunately, the S22 Pro is doing a lot better.
It's a lot better
than the original, but look how many iterations they had to go through.
Yeah, they had stator issues. I watched one guy riding on a trail. The wheel flopped. He came off the wheel. The wheel spun up and burned the board out.
Wow. No, I saw that.
Just from spinning up.
I saw that. I saw that. Yeah. Was it in Europe? A guy in Europe, right? Or somewhere?
I want to say someone out west, but I could be wrong. I
I always default to Europe. I don't know why. But,
but wow.
But the list of wheels here are pretty good. I haven't ridden the Master though. That's funny, dude. I didn't
ride the Master.
Yeah, when I went to California to race, and Sen Lee was the one that pretty much made it possible for me to come over there and race. But he wouldn't let me ride his Master, and the reason he said is because I can't let you ride my Master because we're gonna go in a race. I don't want anything to happen, and that makes sense.
I get it.
Yeah. So I was. Because he knows the area, so I was following him wherever he was going and stuff, and I'm just looking at it. I'm like, damn, this wheel looks smaller than it is. It looks tall. It was pretty tall. In many ways, like I feel like it's like, I don't know.
I think if the Master, you can order this custom after you get it from EUCU. If they would drop those pedals down a little lower,
I think you can adjust it though.
because they sit high. That's one thing that everyone talks about the Masters. You get that.
Well, the wheel itself is a tall wheel.
Yeah,
I consider it an unnatural wheel, the way it's designed.
I can see that. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
It's a beautiful wheel, but to me, it just looks highly unnatural because it's so tall. Like all of your weight is at the top for the most part. I mean, especially with your pedals being so high as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was just like the people with the V11 when they first get on. You're like, "What the hell am I standing on?" But then once you get used to it,
But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris says the Master is so wonderful. I think you would hate it at first, but love it with time.
I can see myself riding a Master though. I could see myself riding one. But I'm just not a big fan of just the battery packs like that, dude. I would have to get one of those EUCU shells to put on that thing.
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, I would get that thing, dude.
100%. Because when I saw Zed Lee with his wheel, dude, that thing was beat up, and I think the light was gone. The light was completely gone. No, the pads that it came with was just gone. No mud guard. Like everything was just destroyed.
That's
and I'm looking at it. I'm like, where's the wheel? So, but now
that's why I keep forgetting, dude. Wilson has a commander, not a commander. I'm sorry, a Master.
Wilson, who's that?
Yeah.
I know Wilson, but have you met him in real life? Have I met him?
Dude, me and Wilson, we started at the same time. And I'm gonna come up and ride with Wilson this year, man. That is my word. I'm gonna come up there and ride. We got to plan it out, Wilson. It definitely would flip too. I don't know if he's still in here. We got to make our way up there, man. We got to.
Where is up there?
He's in Maine. I'll catch the train up to Maine. I'll throw it right on the old Amtrak.
We should do a Blitz in Maine.
We could do that.
Off-roading Blitz.
We could do that.
I mean, Maine is known for two things. Maine is known for great roads, great open roads, and great off-roading. So, Wilson, if you can think of a place, let me ask Wilson a question. Hey, Wilson, what kind of rider are you? Are you I don't know.
He's a casual rider.
Are you a cat? Oh, yeah, he's a casual rider.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Devo said Wilson is Tom Hanks' friend from Castaway.
Oh yeah, the ball. Yeah, those guys are funny.
Okay, so he's a casual rider. Okay.
And that would be a nice ride up, though. I mean,
I've been to Maine before. It's really nice.
I haven't been all the way up to Maine. I've been up to Vermont.
Yeah, I've been to Vermont. I've been deep in Maine. Dude, Maine is big. You can keep driving and never get where you want to go. Like, it's like
I want to go up there and snowboard.
It's far
that way, but yeah, the first we played in this band for a few years, and we went up to Vermont. We played some school up there or something.
Wilson says, "Hell yeah, man! We'll have to for sure." He's probably referring to you by saying,
"Yeah, I definitely want to get up there and ride, man. It's I got a ton of vacation time."
Wilson, are you the only one in Maine right now with a wheel?
Nah, they have a group up there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Isn't Wilson? Isn't French USA? Isn't he up in Maine or close to Maine?
The Gumball Rally.
Oh, dude, we used to do that for real, man. We used to have cannonballs for real in cars, man. I mean, not racing from New York to LA, but I mean, we would have a race like 15, 20 miles long when I lived in, I ain't gonna tell where I was living, but anyway, and we would just have an all-out race. I'm talking, yeah, dude, I've done some stupid stuff in cars that I wouldn't recommend anybody to do, man.
That's why you're doing it with EUCs now.
Oh my goodness, man. I think I was more daring in a car than I was on the EUC. If I rode my EUC like a stupid crap I've done in a car,
UC Vibes is in the house.
Oh, the vibes. Here we go.
Vegas to NYC on a wheel. That would be freaking awesome.
That would be nice.
How would you do that?
You know what? I do want to mention something. I was thinking about this for a while. Let's see what Wilson says. So, no, we have 20 to 25 active ESP riders. Some are fast who would probably compete. Nice. Okay.
Oh, good. So we can have a blitz. We can have a blitz.
Blitz up there. And it's not, that's what I keep trying to say. It's like, it's a competition, but at the same time, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, if I get there and do it, and I'm not even really a racer, I said, shoot, man, I'm just going to go in there and have fun with it. And I had a blast. I was cheesing the whole time, you know? So this has gone back a while back, right? And when you had just said about a race basically from New York to Vegas or whatever, or to LA. And
no, Vegas to New York.
Right. And I was thinking about, I remember Amber, they did that whole interview and she was like, I think, you know, EUCs, we should have our own lane and that type of thing. And the more that I think about it, I think that they need to do more with micro mobility and lanes because there's a lot of space out there that they could use for us to ride. You understand what I mean? To make better trail systems and not have this thing, you can't ride this and all that kind of crap on there. They need to open it up more. And they have the land and stuff to do it. And because think of all the roadways out there that are closed down, old highways and stuff they don't use. Let the e-bikes and unicycles and skateboards use that stuff. Pave it up and let us use it, man.
Yeah.
I think that should be a non-taxable way for people to get around. You know what I mean? It's your you have the right to travel freely here. So they need to definitely work on that, man. I agree with that actually more and more now.
They might argue with you and say, we don't have the right to provide you the means of, you know.
Please do as much money as they waste, please.
I know that's like nothing, right?
Yeah, they waste so
Drop
much
in the bucket.
money. They waste so much money. And it's they can put it to good use, man. Dude, honestly, I'm at the point where, dude, when I drive a car, it doesn't even feel right now. You understand? It doesn't feel right. I'm like, man, I'd rather be on my wheel. You know what I mean? That's how I feel even when I drive, man. It's exhilarating just to get out there and just have that freedom of riding around, man.
Absolutely. Cross country would be nice. I think we'd have to start it slowly by doing cross state, you know, because I haven't done that. Have you done that?
Nah, dude. I got to get better at seated riding, dude. You've never even seen me ride seated. I ride standing up the whole way. So I have to become a better seated rider.
I think we can start by doing something like you and I kind of talked about it in passing, like a Lama, you know what I mean? But not cross country. We would just do a long range 100-mile.
We can do 100 miles. I can
100-mile blitz. We haven't added this to our list yet of stuff to do. We want to get a bunch of blitzes under our belt, but if we could do a Lama style blitz where it's, have you guys heard of the 24-hour Lama in Europe? We'll call it something else. We won't call it Lama, but it's a blitz, but it's going to be geared toward the big capacity wheels, the massive capacity wheels. And you can take any route you want. There is a route. Don't get me wrong. There is a route, but you could take any route you want to get to the end destination, wherever that is. And it's just big capacity wheels, just massive capacity wheels.
You have to have like keep track of them, relive or something like that.
Yeah,
not like you get in a car.
Well, you can have a car. You can have a car that's to chase a guy.
No. What I mean, it's not like you're going to get in and put your wheel in the car and then get to a certain point, jump on, start riding your wheel. That whole type of thing.
Alien Rides has the charger that you could use. For the PEV stands. A
lot of guys use those things. Will Brady uses it. Panda. Yeah. Well, think about Panda. Panda rode down from Boston. He rode Boston to DC last year. Will Brady and Tarzan, and they rode from New York to DC. And I know they have a trail that you can ride from
the Roger Charger
from New York City all the way into Pittsburgh.
Wow!
Because that greenway goes all the way to Philly.
Whoa! You're saying there's a path.
There's a yeah.
Then let's do it.
There is.
Let's do it.
Now, even
that's it.
There is even they had the help me out here. They had the there's definitely a trail that goes from DC to Pittsburgh.
Wow.
But I know for a fact that you can catch the Greenway and it goes all the way out to Philadelphia. Yeah. They have the other one that goes down south. If I'm not mistaken, it goes from New York all the way down to Florida. I think they finished it.
Okay. I like the one from New York to Pittsburgh. That's
Yeah.
a great start.
Yeah.
That's a great start.
I saw that on I don't even think she does the channel anymore. She was a messenger out of New York City, and her and some friends rode from New York all the way to Pittsburgh on one of these trails. Yeah.
Because so whatever we call that, okay, the EUC Le Mans, it won't be Le Mans, we'll call it something else, but that would be freaking great going from New York all the way to Pittsburgh, right? And then again, the end result is to get to Pittsburgh, however you get there with your wheel, but there will be a designated path in case people get lost. They could always
I'm going
back.
straight down the turnpike. I'm going.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna be in a high. They're gonna have helicopters overhead.
But now imagine live streaming the whole thing. That would, dude, what?
That would even be fun just to do like 100-mile ride and we stream the whole thing or something like that.
The whole thing.
That would just be awesome, man.
But
even if it was just a chill ride.
Even if it's just a chill ride. But the thing is, you're gonna have to charge anyway. So make it a Blitz because you're gonna have to charge anyway.
You're gonna have to charge.
So it doesn't matter if you go. It's so this type of race, it's gonna be all about strategy. So let's say, we're all starting at headquarters in New York. We're all starting at HQ. You want to go fast? Who cares? You're gonna charge anyway. So what's gonna be your strategy? Are you going to go slow? Are you going to go fast? Are you going to wear a lot of stuff in your backpack? You see what I'm saying? And we're going to have a chaser guy. You know, I watched a video on YouTube of a bunch of guys on jet skis, right? They were on jet skis and they started from Florida and they went all the way to the Bahamas. And another one on jet skis, but they had extra fuel on the jet skis and they had a chaser boat with extra fuel. And they didn't stream the whole thing, but they did record the whole thing and clipped it up. But dude, it was a straight. So we could do the same thing. Dude. Could you imagine? Gumball. That would be a true gumball. That'd be a true gumball.
A lot of people don't even know about they know about the cannonball. They don't know about gumball. I think gumball
or cannonball. I don't know.
It came out before cannonball.
Okay.
You know, I think with the cannonball, a lot of people didn't realize it's an actual real race. People didn't realize that it was actually a real race. Still, people do it today.
That would be sick. Now, could you imagine a wheel breaking down, dude, on the way?
Oh, that would just suck, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta have an extra wheel, or you gotta be able to wrench on freaking wheels, man.
That's what I'm saying. That gives you enough time because, dude, imagine a tire getting flat. Because
dude, I would just have like an army sack with like 4 M10-3s in it. One breakdown, you yank another one out and jump. It's disposable, man.
No, it would be planned. We would have a truck. We'd have a big truck that Sensei, you mentioned swappable batteries, remember?
I want to say something about the swappable batteries. Chris, great segue into this next topic here. Can't wait to see swappable batteries set up. Although extra weight, it could facilitate extra long rides. Exactly. And the thing is, too, you could configure it how you want the batteries. You know, if you have the 4 batteries on the side, you can have 2 in the front, 1 in the back. That whole type of thing would be pretty cool. But, and I'm surprised nobody has done this yet. You will hear it first from me. So if somebody does it, just give us props on his live stream. I'm surprised nobody has made a seat that contains a battery pack in it that you can actually hook into the wheel. Because I've seen people with the extra packs and they have the plug coming out, but I'm surprised that they've never made a seat that you come out on top of a Sherman, on top of a Monster, that actually has the battery pack contained inside of it and you can actually sit on that, use it as a seat, but it has the batteries in it. I'm surprised no one has done that.
Maybe they're afraid of explosions.
Maybe, but I
I'm
think
just
you
playing.
can. I
I'm
think
just
you can get
playing.
away with, even if you had the battery pack like more toward the back,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
the part that you sit on doesn't have the batteries. Maybe you're just adding an extra 600
Yeah,
watt
yeah.
hours.
Well, a lot of people wanted to add extra 400 to their wheel.
Yeah.
That's another way to do it.
Yeah.
So Wilson mentioned Archie did it. That's correct. Archie is
Yeah.
the only one I know on record that's done. I don't know. I think it was like 600 miles or something.
Dude, he rode all the way down to DC from Boston.
I think he went as far as Virginia and back.
Yeah, I'm curious though. So he wasn't always on bike paths. He had to be on major roads too. I would love to get Archie on to see how he did it.
Yeah.
If he got like, if law enforcement pulled him over, because dude, I don't see how you can do that without getting on a highway at one point too. You had to be riding on a highway.
Remember, before highways, there were other paths.
Yeah.
So
but I still
highways are pretty much
on the highway at one point. I believe they had to. I believe so. Archie, you got to come on one day, man.
He put a relive on Facebook at one point, so we'll have to check his channel. Panda rode more in one day than I rode in my entire
Dude, that's
life.
facts. That is facts, dude. That is so true, man. Panda got so many miles. I'm like embarrassed to say that I even ride. I have no miles to compare that. That's hilarious.
I don't know how he gets all this time.
I don't know, dude. I wish I had more time to ride. It's just
I
want to ride tomorrow. It's gonna be so freaking hot.
I don't know how he gets all this time to ride, man. Wow.
Yeah, because even here we go. Panda did that. Yeah, dude. Yep. It's definitely coming, Devo. Motion said that their new lineup will have swappable batteries. That's another thing, too, man. I was like, dude, should I just freaking ride out the rest of the season and see what Emotion is going to put out? I don't know. It's tough, man.
It's up to you. I mean, what's driving you to get that Mini, though?
I would like to use the Mini at Cobra's Rally.
Oh, okay.
I would love to do that. I've never used a suspension wheel at a rally.
Got it.
But like I said, worst case scenario, I'm just going to rock. I'm getting a fan fixed on the RS next week, and I'm just going to rock the RS.
Okay.
More than likely. But we'll see.
And the Cobra Rally is coming up in August.
Yeah, August. I have to actually get my tickets and everything.
Yeah, me too.
Get my tickets.
Oops.
I would like to get up there a day, like the Friday. That way, I'm not trying because last time, man, I was just running completely behind schedule. And,
yeah, me too.
I was not really. When I got there, it was like jump out the car and race, and
that was me. Yeah,
it just throws you completely off your game plan, man. It's not good to do that. So I want to be up there rested, you know.
And you'll be there for both days?
Huh? Oh, you know what I'm going to do.
Days?
You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to whoop everybody up on the first day and just leave. Make them mad and leave. I ain't going to race. Nah, y'all want to race both days, dude.
Yeah, so it's August 26th and the 27th.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about that too. Was this the 26th and 27th, you said?
26th and 27th.
Okay, I got to I have those days off, but I want to take off that Friday. Yeah, dude, I haven't had any. If you're riding on a wide enough shoulder, because I've seen people ride bikes on a highway on the shoulder of the road, and the cops don't mess with them. I don't see why they would mess with you.
Right.
I remember the dude was riding a horse, and they tried to arrest him, and they had to let him go. He had the right to be on. He was on the highway with a horse.
Oh man, I always see
think
the
about
signs.
it. In PA, the Amish, they still ride horse and buggies on the road. So why can't you ride an EUC on the road?
Yeah. Well, the road is fine. It's just the highway. It's not allowed.
Just put a triangle on your back. Let's see. Oh, this is good here. Oscar, what's happening, bro? Welcome to the stream. We're looking into
What's
solar
up,
cars
Oscar?
with the batteries charged, but if you look at the Aptera, the car that's coming out soon, hopefully, they have they say if you drive like 40 miles a day, that you don't even have to plug the car in. It'll charge it up just off the solar panels.
Is that on paper?
They actually have the car. They actually have it done where it does that. Yeah, it's actual working model. But I don't know how we could do that on the EUC though, with the pads and everything. You'll cover up the panels unless you're riding padless. That would be actually pretty. Put some panels on this to see what you can put back into the battery. That'd be actually pretty cool just to test.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Solar panels?
Yeah, I'm gonna push back because I just watched a video of a guy. He was riding and he just touched what is it called? He touched like one of those signs, warning signs that says, "Hey, don't go there," or whatever, like blocks off the road. Mm-hmm. And he fell. He went right down. He fell, cracked his helmet and everything.
How did he?
A pylon. It was a pylon.
No. What I'm saying is, you have these solar panels built into like the shell. It's not.
That's what I'm saying. So, I think it's a good idea for us because it's gonna crack. It's gonna break.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We have. It doesn't take much for our wheels to go down.
Or if you had it built into a backpack, I don't.
I just don't think it's something that we should even consider. In my opinion, I want to be the guy to say that. That way, you push back. You know what I mean?
I'm definitely going to push back. I have to. Now, I think there could be a way to incorporate it. Maybe if you're riding, you have it. If it's a sunny day, you have it on your backpack. I mean, they have phones that recharge.
But your phone's always in your pocket and it's always chilling. You're not putting it in stressful situations all the time. So the EUC, the only way I could see solar panels even being used in a practical fashion for EUCs is to charge the light. That's it.
Well, yes and no. If you're on the side of the road and you have enough sun, they have like a Jackery. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, the Jackery, the battery pack, and they have the it looks like a binder, and it folds out like this. And it has the solar panels, and you can charge the Jackery battery and stuff like that. They have things like that, but it would be. I understand your point, but I wouldn't count it out though.
I would count it out. I would count it out because it's just an extra thing to hurt us.
Well, not necessarily.
Do you know what solar panels are? They're glass, and some of them you could cover them with like some type of.
They're not glass.
Well, what is it?
Plastic.
Isn't it?
Some have plastic. I mean, they have solar panels now that you can fold. You can fold those things like
you can fold them, but it's just small cross sections of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't actually fold the solar panel.
They have solar curtains, man. No, they do.
Yeah, but it's still cross sections of smaller solar panels. Try it, bro.
What do you think? Wait, let's get this up here. What do you guys think of Emotion trying to change the name EUC? It's always going to be. EUC is not going anywhere. It's going to be around in some shape, form, or another. It's not.
Even because a lot of people are talking about how long have we been talking, not us, but other people have been talking about it being banned. It's been a long time. Like so many people are talking about it. Now, electric bikes might be banned before EUCs are banned.
No, he's talking about changing the name EUC. Where do you see being banned?
Okay.
Oh, they're not, dude.
Yeah.
They're not. None of the stuff is getting banned. It's not getting banned. You know what I think really helped, even like electric bikes and stuff, was when the pandemic, the sale of e-bikes went through the roof, and it just took off. And it's just too dominant in the culture now, man. They're not. They might get regulated a little bit, maybe. And I'm saying maybe even with that, but ban, it ain't happening, dude. There's just too many people riding now. And even if they said, I'm not stopping riding.
Yeah, if they say no, if they say a ban, I'm still gonna ride. And you know what's funny? This is gonna be a true underground
Yeah,
It's really
yeah,
gonna be underground.
yeah. I'm going straight. If I have to ride at night, I'll ride at night. I'm still gonna ride. I'm not stopping. But I don't. They're not gonna ban it now. They're not.
Oh man, you're
They're not
funny.
gonna ban it. They're not gonna ban it. I think they have more trouble with illegal like dirt bikes and quads than worrying about us. And most of the people that I meet, if I meet 20 people, maybe one, and I'm saying maybe one out of the 20 would ride an electric unicycle. Most people don't want to get on these things. They
Right.
don't. They don't want to. A lot of people don't even want to ride motorcycles with two wheels.
Yeah. So E Simon's saying my latest EUC Blitz video might get us banned. Not true. You want to know why? So I've seen a lot of it. I blacked it out, the part where it what's his name? Pacheco literally did a cool move. I don't know. I didn't see these people coming, and I just plowed. But I blacked it out. But I've seen so many videos online of cyclists running into people, like literally just plowing them down. Bikes are still not banned.
They're not. I've been living in New York forever. I work in New York City, and I never forget this, man. Dude was on a BMX bike going down Fifth Avenue, and when you get down to Fifth Avenue at a certain point, it starts to go downhill as you're going down. That's the Empire State Building, and this dude is just. And I'm looking, I'm like, nah, he's not stopping. He didn't have the light, and it's in the middle of rush hour in New York City, and it looked like bowling pins, man. He just
oh really?
Bam! People, yeah, he just ran. Dude, it's an everyday thing. People getting hit by bikes in New York, man.
See, I think half the people that say that stuff, and I have to say this, guys, people who say that stuff don't live in congested cities. Dude, Boston is not congested by New York standards or by Chicago standards. California is huge. That's a state, but I don't know particular cities. Like I don't even know how Sacramento is or anything like that. But dude, if you live in Manhattan, Times Square, I mean, that's an everyday thing.
It was an everyday thing. It got to a point where New York City, and this is no joke. I could be walking home, and I would say, let's say at least once a month, you would see where a person on a bike either got hit and they're laying underneath a freaking sheet. You understand? No, I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm talking bikers getting hit and stuff like that. Yeah. So bikes aren't going to get banned. They're not going to get banned. They're not going to get banned. EUCs aren't going to get banned either. They're not.
Yeah. Right to travel? Right,
free to travel.
Yeah, free to travel.
That's like when I used to ride my mountain bike in New York, my family always telling me, be careful, be careful. And then after I start riding, that's when you would see, and I'm not just talking about pedestrians getting hit too, but a lot of bikers, man, were getting laid out. I'm talking like, that's what I say. You would see a sheet, and then you would see it's a biker up underneath that freaking thing, man. Like,
yeah. In Boston, what they do is, well, first of all, Boston has a lot more bike lanes than before now. They have complete sections just for bikes now because there are so many bikers getting hit and killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because there's a lot of colleges around the area. And in those college areas, there's we have the trolley. So the trolley rides on the same level as the cars. And they're not as fast as trains, but a lot of people they walk around, especially college students, they walk around as if they own the place, and they literally on their phones looking down, dude.
Yeah.
And cars will stop for them, on a green light.
Yeah.
Because they see it every single day, but some people do get hit. And so, they made accommodations for these cyclists. But what they do now is if a cyclist gets hit and killed, they take a bike and they put it on the sidewalk next to a pole and they paint it white.
Wow.
Yeah. So now when you see that, like when you see like a cross or
flowers,
flowers or whatever. Yeah. So now for cyclists, what they do is they put a bike there and they just paint it white. So now this is memorial. This is like literally a commemoration, I guess, to a dead biker. I don't want to see that for EUCs.
Nah. I in some cases, like I said, I think I would rather be on an EUC than a bike. E-bike, even more so over a pedal bike. I think you have that extra power that you can get out of the way and maneuver. It's a lot safer than just a regular pedal bike. But
Yeah.
I think with New York City, what really helped out the micro mobility community was the city bikes. People didn't realize those bikes were e-bikes until today. I think even some people today, they don't realize, because I told people at work, those are electric bikes. No, I said, dude, there's hub motors in it. Look at it.
Yeah.
They're electric bikes. People don't know. And they move on in things too.
Mm-hmm. And it's in many ways, it's a good thing that people don't know, because if they knew, they'd be pushing. They'd probably be the ones pushing the ban.
Oh, they can't ban them, dude. The thing with New York was funny was they had at one point they tried to what did they tried to ban electric bikes, and that thing didn't even last a month because all the deliveries in New York City are done on e-bikes. That goes from the food,
do they have
everything.
It's like they have a disconnection with their own city. Do they not know that?
They didn't realize it. Right now, e-bikes are like the blood vessels of the freaking city. All the deliveries, talking from food to people's medicines and messenger, all that stuff is done on e-bikes, man. E-bikes. Food deliveries, you see guys doing it on electric boards. You see them doing it on EUCs. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Vibes. Let's go. We got, what is the best wheel? Extreme versus Commander versus the Patent. I would like to see that go down. I really, really would.
But that's a vague question. What do you mean? Like, be more specific. What do you mean best wheel? Like, what are you using it for? Is it off-roading? Is it commuting? Is it, because then I'll say all 16-inch wheels are great for commuting.
Right, commuting, off-road,
and commuting, because when you say 16-inch, immediately I'm thinking commuting, because it's not a real competitor in any way if you think about it. Is it what? So what does that mean?
Not open road.
Vibes? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say it's like a wheel that I'd want to take out on.
Although
like some of those roads that we're riding out in Salzburg. Those wide open.
I would no.
Nah, that's no. Nah, I mean those darn roads, you could get it.
Unless that 16-inch wheel does upwards of 45 plus, then maybe. But
the problem is, it can get up there, but you're not going to have enough juice to keep it up there.
That's right. Exactly.
That's the problem with those wheels. You can get it up to 45, 47, but you're not going to have the juice.
Yeah. So what is that? So EUC vibes, you gotta be more specific. What do you mean by best? And this is why I like to tell people. A lot of people ask me in the comment section, I'm getting this wheel. What do you think of this? But I always say, what are you getting it for? What are you getting it for? What's the purpose of your purchase? Right. Because you get it for a particular purpose, and then you use it for that particular purpose because you like the price, you like the 16-inch wheel, it's portable, etc. But then it falls short in so many areas that you plan on using it for. You see what I'm saying? And then you're going to say it's the worst wheel ever. Well, it's not. Right. It's not the worst wheel ever. It's just not what it was built for.
I think that was a big problem when you see on some group rides. If you're getting like I'm saying your typical 16-inch wheel, once you reach like 20 miles, 25 miles, your fun's almost over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. If you're carrying a decent speed, that was the problem with most 16-inch wheels, and I think that's why the correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's why the Nick AR was such a big hit, because they put that 2,700 watt-hour battery in that thing, and it just expanded the range by tenfold. Yeah. And I think that's why that wheel was such a big hit. I mean, it was a great performer, but I think that extra battery in there really, really put that wheel over the top.
Well, it was that one and the 16X. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 16X had that 1,500 watt-hour battery.
Well, I think didn't it have a bigger battery?
Well, no, the 16X was a 1,542 or something. It wasn't much. It was under 1,600. It was under 1,600, but a little bit over. It might have been 15,550 or something like that.
It's 1,554.
Okay, yeah. But even then, I mean, there were people getting over 60 miles on that wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so still you can get good mileage on that thing. That would be something else too. But I know that people would never go backwards on that. do like a 84-volt wheel and put a big effing battery on that thing.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you put like put a 3,200 watt hour battery on an 84-volt wheel.
Yeah.
You could ride that thing a long time.
Yep. See, the thing is, some people make the argument that the 84 volt is not as efficient as a bigger volt wheel, because what you're doing is it's a lower capacity. It's a low. So if you guys know in the comment, correct me. But if you have let's bring it down to a smaller scale. Let's say you have a 1.5 volt motor, right? It's rated at 5 volts. Okay, it's a 1.5 volt motor, but you can run it at 5 volts. Gotcha. So you run it at 5 volts. That's ideal, but then you increase the voltage. All right, like maybe to like 20 volts. You have more capacity battery, but can you up the voltage for the motor to run at? So now you're running a 20 volt battery with a 1.5 volt motor. Well, if you try to run it a little bit above 1.5 volts, by giving it more juice, you're gonna burn out the internal wiring. Gotcha. Because you're running it hotter. There's no room for it to expand. If you do try to expand it a little more, you're gonna burn it out. So now you have the higher voltage wheels. They tend to be more efficient because you don't have to run it at 126 volts. That's what I'm thinking. So
I see your logic in it, though. Makes sense.
You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like that was one of the arguments that people were making back then when they started coming out with 100 volt wheels. 16X is the best to teach women on, not just women. A lot of people.
16X is dude. That, like I said, the 16X is like legendary.
The max load is 300 pounds. That's amazing. I taught massive guys on that wheel. I'm talking about like there was a guy.
Oh, you had a 16X.
Yeah, I do. It's in a place I can't really take my hands. I can't go in there and grab it.
Yeah, we have to do a snatch and grab. The only difference is, this is good. What Flip said, the only difference is that bicycles don't weigh 65 to 100 pounds. So hitting somebody on a bicycle won't be the same as running somebody 30 plus. I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah, but are you really hitting the person though? Because it's so far down. You're probably going to hit the person first before that wheel touches that person.
Yeah, you would probably hit him. Yeah, I think you would too. I remember,
because with a bike, you're running into that person.
Yeah, tire's going to hit first. Tire's going to hit him first.
Yeah.
Man, I've seen people get laid out, man. Laid out. You ever in New York, if you're on a one-way street, always look both ways. Don't look the same way the traffic's coming. You step off and get laid out. Seriously.
Dude. Oh, man. New York. I'd argue if you know how to ride in New York, doesn't mean you can ride in any city. Because if you're used to all of this obstacles and all this swiveling and all this constant worrying about this and that, and you go to a city where it's like nothing going on, you might lay down, you might put down your guard and get hit by a car. You're like, wow, this place is so quiet. Just like we went to Pittsburgh, like Salzburg. I'm like, what the freak? There's nothing here. And then this massive truck, because I was like, let's go to the water tower. We went to that water tank, and then there's this massive truck speeding down. I'm like, and then you got scared. You're like, hey, when you get on the street, don't go in the right lane, go in the other lane.
Yeah, dude, right?
So you can see the car coming.
You can see it coming around a freaking bend. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, E. Simon says, only joking. EC is illegal where I live, but it doesn't stop it. Yeah, dude. It's just getting to the point where people are going to have to start making adjustments. And I mean, I hate to even say it. I mean, you want to be legal, whatever you do, but it's getting to the point where people like us, we just have to stand up and make a freaking stand. Think about it. People that have money and power, they don't pay attention to none of the freaking rules. The rules don't apply to them. There's more of us, man. Just freaking ride. Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission sometimes.
There was a guy on Facebook who showed a thick booklet, basically, of legal papers that he had to go through because they had put him in jail for riding. They confiscated his EUC because I think what he did was he went over the boundary of New Zealand or something, and he didn't know. New Zealand or something, and he didn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he got caught, so he went to jail, and he hired a lawyer, and he had to do a lot of legal paperwork to get out of it. So it's different in some places.
Wow. Dude, I'm sorry. I keep falling around on these. Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Zoko is hilarious. Yo, go ahead.
What are you saying?
He's Ozcrow. He's like, when teaching guys, I don't like to cuddle their butts, but women, it's a must.
You gotta hold. Yeah, just lean forward a little bit. You guys are freaking crazy, man. You guys are hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
You guys are too funny.
I still don't think there's a lot of women in EUC, in the world of EUCs, dude. What do you think?
Nah, I don't.
There's some women, but I don't see a lot of women.
But it's still, you see more guys riding than anything else.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I'm still a fan of the Tesla. That wheel's not going anywhere, dude. Yeah, I'll start playing polo on that thing once my equipment comes.
Saturday in Worcester. What ride is going on? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that ride.
What ride is that, Vulu? No, I don't know the Worcester ride.
Chris, you serious, dude? My ex blames the easy riding for our breakup. Well, she should have learned how to ride. Oh, that's bad, man. I don't see how anybody can get mad at you riding freaking AUC, dude. I just don't get that. I just don't get it.
He's serious.
I think my wife would get ticked off if I get too many. She's like, you already got 3. I'm like, this will be it. Then I have to sell one.
Nice. Yeah, we do. I mean, the only thing is EUCs are not attractive because the wheels are, but getting hurt is not attractive. I mean, every time you go on Facebook, there's a group called EUC Crash Group, dude.
EUC fails. And that's the hardest thing, dude. You're gonna go down on these things. It's inevitable, and it's just not how it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not attractive to women to get hurt,
no,
you know, or the possibility of getting hurt.
We definitely need more women riders, EUC riders, but there are some like a Euro out. Oh man, you guys are funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she posts stuff and drive all the dudes freaking crazy, man.
Oh, is that what's her name?
That's the one that puts all the she's filming and showing all the back POV shots and all that type of stuff.
The naked girl.
Yeah.
That's funny.
To each their own.
Hey, you know.
And you can do what you got to do. My biggest thing is, man, you don't want to go down with that stuff on or without that stuff on, if that makes any sense.
He said with that stuff on, without that stuff on. That's true.
Yeah, you go down, man, you're skinning something up, man. Forget that crap. I
don't. Oizer says, I will save her.
Oh, my goodness. Oscar, you're funny, bro. Well, she is an amateur porn. Yeah, that's what I. Yeah, that's what I.
Is that
hear.
true? Is that true?
That's what dude. I'm not gonna blow out her spot. I guess
You said blow, dude. You're funny. That's a huge pun right there. You
well, I
said
didn't mean
blow
to.
up her.
I'll let her say what she does and what she doesn't do, man.
No, you said you'd blow up her. You don't want to blow up her spot.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Let me be quiet. It's getting late.
She rides in a bikini.
Yeah,
that should tell you now.
Do that. But I'm just
yeah, that's crazy.
I think there's a time and place for everything. It's just I don't know. More power to her. Let her do her thing.
Yeah, do your thing, little lady.
As long as you're riding in UC, that's okay by me.
That's a prerequisite.
Yeah, as long as she's riding in UC. Wow, that's funny though. Wilson. Yeah, Richard. He loves EUC. She guys are freaking hilarious, man. Dude, it's 12 o'clock, man.
Yeah.
We go for a few more minutes. And
so is it a done deal? You're getting the mini?
Dude, yeah, dude, what do you, I mean, if this is my thing, I'm not gonna get the extreme. I'm not gonna pay I'm not gonna, I think the mini would fit my needs. And if I needed something more than a mini, I would just pay the money and get the Commander Pro.
Okay.
I think one of those two wheels would do me justice.
But that's very interesting, man. These are two different. You're not going to be able to travel with the Commander Pro.
No, but I still have my RS.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You'd forego.
Yeah, but like I said, we did that trip to Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that I couldn't ride with the mini, but dude, I wouldn't have to worry about charge or anything with the Commander Pro. I could just ride.
Yep. And that's how I felt. And to your point, you saw what I went through in Pittsburgh. I didn't worry at all.
You didn't worry at all.
Not one bit.
Me either. I was on the
shout out to Easy Vibes.
I didn't have the suspension, but I still had the range on the Sherman. Dude, we did the ride and I still had 80 miles of range left on the Sherman. It took one bar.
Yeah, shout out to Easy Vibes. I mean, I had, let me see, I was down 2 bars. After all that hard riding.
Faster than me though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I wasn't worried at all, one bit. So shout out to Easy Vibes once again. Shout out to Easy Vibes.
Always big shout out, big respect to Vibes, man. Let's see what else we got here. What was that? Let's see. Yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, let her do her thing.
We have nothing to do with her.
Nope.
She just came out of nowhere. Now we're gonna tell her stop doing what she loves doing it.
And that's what she
as long as someone's not holding a gun to her head, then she good.
We need to get her. Hey, get her on the stream. Want to get on the stream? Come on the stream.
No, you're good.
I'll do the stream. You don't have to. I'll get her on the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know if she would do a stream with me. I'm like I'm a little fish in a freaking big pond, you know. But
no, dude, you have a lot of impact. You don't think you do because of your views, but remember, when I make videos, I try to make videos that would inform rather than entertain, because we're not at the point where people really truly understand these machines yet.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
so there's room for entertainment, but there's still a lot of room to learn. And I think you do a great job of that. So, well,
even with I try to kind of run the gauntlet in videos. So I'm not putting up the same thing. Like even the last video I put out, I always talk about electric vehicles and the history behind it. And something I keep telling people, yo, man, this stuff is old. No, even that's the guy I'm telling you. People don't realize hub motors were developed by Porsche in 1900, 123 years ago, electric hub motors. Most people don't know that. We ride these things, but people don't understand the history behind hub motors. They're old. It's old tech.
Yeah.
It's old tech. The first cars were electric cars. I'm talking before petrol motors.
So, UC Vibes giving you a shout out.
I can't see it. You can look at
No, it's okay. You'll see him eventually. He's
okay.
Sensei versus U-Stride drag race on KS. On
Oh, dude,
K6.
that'd be so much fun, dude. They're like the mini, that's little scooter / mini bike.
That's funny, dude. Like, you know what's funny? Here's what's funny. No other PEV gets my attention. Like, I'm not even remotely interested in any other type of EV.
Just the EUC. See,
That's
I
so
love
weird.
that. Like, my biggest thing with the K6, I like it, but I was thinking, would I get pulled? I would probably get pulled over on that thing. I would probably get pulled over. I don't know what they would say with me around here. They don't bother me on my EUC. I mean, I fly past cops all the time. But I'm just curious to see what they would say to me on K6. But they don't pull people over on scooters.
These guys, man, they're crazy.
What are
Spartacus. Spartacus. He's like
oh my gosh, you guys are freaking crazy. Oh man, I might have to message her and get her on a stream. You know, that would be an interesting stream. I want to see. I might reach out to her, man. She'll probably like, what? What do you want? Hey, just calm down, man. I just want to get you on the stream. Dang, gone. Your channel's not big enough. So what?
I can make it big. I can make it bigger.
So what? Just get on the stream. We'll see. I'll reach out to her, man.
Just tell her the moment she gets on the stream, watch how big it gets.
Oh, dude, that'd be probably one of the biggest live streams ever, dude. I'm gonna reach out to her, man, and see. Maybe she'll do it. Oh, she's a decent rider, though. I mean, she jumps and all that type of stuff, and yeah. So. Vibes, quit causing trouble, dude. It's your bedtime, man. You and Wilson settle down. Wilson, Spartacus, you guys are getting banned. Oh man, you guys are the best. Let's see what Spartacus says.
These guys are killing me, dude.
Ride from New York is going to race a rider from Boston. Oh.
What?
Where is? Oh, he's on Rooster, Mass. Is that up in Is that in Boston?
No, Worcester is not. Worcester is around. It's near Massachusetts.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like near Springfield and stuff like that. Archie is bringing a bunch of riders Saturday to Worcester. I'm going to try to join them. Apparently, a rider from New York is going to race a rider from what? Are they doing a Blitz?
Who would race? Is it Tarzan? Maybe.
Interesting. So how do we get to know about this? I don't know about this. Can you Vulu, can you maybe tell me how to find that information? I don't know how to find it. Maybe Facebook. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. EUC Vibes. That would be a free Blitz because it wouldn't be our Blitz. We're meeting at.
Oh, they live in Australia though, right?
Oh, yeah. He's different. Yeah. Oh, Boston Telegram. Okay. Thanks, Vulu.
Oh, okay.
I'll take a look.
Dude, I'm gonna be up all night, dude. I am so pumped up right now. I might as well just stay up, play some Fortnite, and go to freaking work.
Oh, you work in the morning? Me too. So I gotta.
Sucks, man. I'd rather just ride.
UC Boston. Yeah, I'll have to look and see.
And remember, guys, everybody support everybody. If anyone has a channel in here, go subscribe, watch a video, even if it's for 30 seconds, like it. Remember, support is the thing, guys. Let's help everybody grow.
The Boston Telegram. Okay. Hey, Vulu, is it EUC Boston channel or because that's what I'm looking at right now? EUC Boston. Is that the one? I'll take a look later. But yeah. Hubert. No, Hubert was already challenging me. So.
Oh my goodness. You know who would make a good blitzer?
Who?
If she would ride more. My wife.
Who?
No, dude. This is what I would say. And I
on
would
a track,
literally
off-roading.
This is what I'm saying. She would have to ride more, but she has that. My wife is more competitive than I am in a sense. And I know when we would snowboard, I would look back and she would be in a full Silver Surfer stance behind me, and we're ripping down these black diamond trails. We can hold our own on a snowboard, but it would get to a point where I would have to go off and snowboard by myself and do some trails because it was just, I didn't want her getting hurt. You know what I mean? But she's a daredevil, man. She's a daredevil.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of wishing she would keep riding more because she'd be really, really probably surpass me, man. She can ride. She'd be really good.
That's cool. So,
but again, it's that whole. You don't want to go down on that crap, though.
That's the only thing. I would hate to be responsible for that because
that's
I know you and.
That's my thing, though, man. That's my biggest point. When she wanted to learn how to ride, I was just like, oh man. Yeah. That doesn't. Because my thing is with riding, dude. And I said this earlier. I can't concentrate on my riding, worried about her. That's the only thing I don't like riding with my wife, and that's not being mean. That's just facts.
You know? Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Hey Volu, where did you send the link? You said you sent a link, but I don't know where you sent it.
Oh no, we're getting really good feedback, Wilson, for the Blitz. We probably have a solid 4 races that we could do, easy right now. We just have to set it up. It's going to happen. We'll get this first one up, test run it, see how it goes, and then we're just going to start knocking them down like dominoes.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. You could do 4 Blitz races in one day if you want it.
Yeah.
You can one right after the other. Yeah, you could do it easy.
Yep. So next week, hopefully, I'll set up a live to promote the Blitz video more. And
that would be a race right there. Dawn Champion and Maribel. Wow.
That'd be fantastic. We mentioned that in our last live.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, we did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would go to the West Coast to see that, to set that Blitz up.
That would be nice. Oh yeah, we do it. Shoot, man, just fly out there.
Let's go. Yeah.
We should fly out there. Have a camera.
This is why we need to do what we need to do now, and then, do our thing. Or maybe we can have them set it up with someone over there.
What about Amber's fast on a wheel too, though?
Amber
can move on a wheel too.
No. I
right here, I'm looking at this comment. Dawn Champion is the fastest on the E as far as I've seen. I said, now Amber's fast on the wheel too. So that she'll push that thing.
But that's the thing. This is why the Blitz exists, because he mentions Dawn Champion only because he only knows about Dawn Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear a lot about Amber, but Amber is insanely fast. You see what I'm saying?
Insanely fast.
So that's why we need to bring.
We need to bring at the next light.
We need to bring those Marios out. We need to bring out those Marios.
Yeah.
So you only Orzo. You mentioned Dawn because she has a channel and she posts and people post about her, but there's a lot of fast girls out there, dude.
Well, there's
fast girls.
And then people sleep V's fast.
Oh my gosh, not to even mention V. So
and it's like I hear people keep talking about fast, right? I never hear V's name put in there.
No one's in there.
V can roll, man.
Yeah,
that's another one. I'd be like, I'll meet you at the light. I'll meet you at the light, V. Yeah, V's one of my man. She's one of my favorite riders, man.
Yeah. So
this is good stuff, man. Wow. I'll stay on for about another 5 minutes and we're gonna close it down. I could be on this thing all night long. I don't know, dude. It's just like drinking an energy drink or something, man. It just gets me freaking pumped up.
Yeah. Mention energy. I might just But that would be a bad idea. I
That
was
would
gonna
be
go get an energy drink on the wheel right now.
Yeah, Vibes. You do see her more on Instagram.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Amber is known for, and if New Yorkers are saying she's fast, then respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's quick. Yeah, V will roll, man. Never had a chance to ride with her though. I was always wanted to ride with V. Maybe DC. She might be down in DC. Maybe.
Where does she live?
I want to say, is she in? Don't quote me. Is she in Virginia?
Maybe Virginia. I think you're right.
I
Virginia.
want to say, don't quote me on. I think so.
Yeah. Stan, that's a very good topic. And actually, I was gonna create a topic, not that exact topic, but something close to that. So that's a very good question. You can take it away, Sensei, if you want.
I would say consistent. I think consistency is a really big factor in racing and lines. Being consistent and taking good lines. You know, I think a lot of people always think about speed. Speed is one thing, but if you can't carry that speed with consistency, with good lines, speed doesn't mean anything. So
yeah,
you know,
my EUC and Vulu say practice, a lot of practice.
It does, yeah.
So that which leads back to consistency. You got to practice.
Be consistent, and I think that's one. And I think Zen Lee is a really good example of that. Zen's very consistent when he races.
Zen is very technical when it comes to racing.
Yeah,
he doesn't just take into account the speed of the wheel.
Nope.
He takes into account the setup, especially, but also he looks at the lay of the land, and he also knows. I wouldn't say he knows, but he looks at the riders, his competitors. And if you look, he's been consistent with his second place because he knows for a fact something's going to happen. Because when you have two top guys or the third guy competing with each other, if you're in the back and you're slowly making your way up, something's bound to happen. And it's been consistently happening.
Yeah. Well, when you're in the front, all right, and this is, I mean, you see this so much in just any type of, it doesn't matter if it's track and field, F1 racing, NASCAR, you know people are going to come barreling down on you. So you keep pushing to go faster and faster to try to keep ahead. And eventually that speed is what's going to cause you to slide out, you know, miscalculate a turn or something. It's like you keep pushing and pushing. Eventually you're going to get overtaken. So it's hard to get out and run in the front.
Well, Chris made a good point. His comment makes perfect sense right there. It's the last. Right here? Yeah. Yep. Was watching a race Zen Lee posted recently. He just kept it going and took advantage of others' mistakes. That's it. Yeah. Because the thing is,
that's exactly it.
And it's not that. So it's funny because Zen is a great racer. He could put his all in and try to outright just win. But when you have a lot of riders on the track, there's no need for that. And he's demonstrated that over and over again. Do your best. Use your skills from the past. Know your wheel. Obviously, you got to know your wheel.
Excuse me.
And most importantly, you got to know your competitors. And he knows people are going to make mistakes. And like you said, if you're up front, you have that pressure to stay up front. If you're a competitor, that is, if you're a competitive person. Otherwise, you just drop back and just be like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I don't want to. So I'll just drop back. But if you have that competitive spirit in you,
excuse me, sorry,
and someone's on your tail, you're gonna be forced to make a mistake. And I think Zen does a good job of that. So practice is good, but knowing your wheel, knowing your opponents is very important.
Yeah, I mean, you can even see that when we were racing at Cobra's rally, same thing. It was like first person to make a mistake, they're gonna get passed up.
Yeah.
And normally when you get passed up, you're getting passed up by like 3-4 people, right? It's just like that's all it takes is one minor mistake. It's crazy. It's like if you throw ground meat in a tank in a water full of piranhas, You make that mistake and they see that gap, it's like boom, boom, boom. People just come by you quick. It happened to me when I fell off.
It's a double-edged sword. It's like if you're on a great track and you do your best to get all the way ahead, let's say you're like in second place or third place at the starting line, and then you do your best to get up front and you stay up front. It's a double-edged sword because Chooch, remember the first race at Apple Valley? That was his case. He got to the front. He got way in front. And then you know what he did? He relaxed. He did just enough to stay ahead of them, but not too much to get overexcited so that he ends up making a mistake, and he just won flawlessly.
Right.
So strategy is important, you know, but you can't really implement strategy without practice, without knowing your wheel. So
let's see.
Oh yeah, go to the gym, guys. Work your legs. You gotta work your legs.
Legs are important.
Gotta work your legs, man.
Legs are
Can't
important.
be like flubber out there.
That's a fact. Let me see what we got. Only girl. Let me see what he says here. Only girls I follow at the moment is Dawn, Kelly, Chameleon. Okay, yeah, Kelly can ride. Dawn's really good. EUC girl, she's phenomenal too. She jumped like a kangaroo on that thing, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that might be. I think he might be asking. I think that's the wheel you had though was the high speed MSP at the time.
Yeah, I choose older models because that's what I had. And at the time, I don't think I would have chosen a newer model because I didn't know them. I didn't like the Master. I wasn't gonna buy it anyway because I didn't like how tall it was. I wasn't attracted. I liked the look of the wheel, but it's just too tall, and I didn't like the battery. But it's because to answer your question in short, it's because that's the wheel I had.
Wow. Yeah, well, Mario proved that too. Though you could still win on a 100-volt wheel. He did that with the EXN. So,
but Mario knows his wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It's not you can't automate. I personally don't like giving credit to the wheel per se.
No. It's what I was saying is people can count it out. It's like you can have a fast wheel or a bigger high voltage wheel and ride it slow, or you can have again a smaller like a 100-volt wheel and ride that thing fast. It's like you have to know your wheel and you have to have the skill to push that thing. You know,
to answer EUC vibes, yes, and that's what I like about the Master Pro. It's a massive wheel that feels so small because of its power delivery.
I would love to see you race that thing.
And its distribution, its weight distribution is so freaking amazing, dude. It's like well balanced. Dude, the wheel is amazingly balanced.
You would race that at like AVS?
I would absolutely race that wheel. 100%.
I would love to see
I would absolutely race that wheel. That wheel is so encouraging. It makes you want to do stuff for such a big
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's not a scary.
Dude, that should be on a shirt. Monster that makes you want to do stuff. Oh, man,
no, because I didn't get that feeling with the V13. The V13 was a very great wheel. It made you feel like once you learn how to ride it, you accomplished something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it didn't push you to do anything crazy with it. Whereas the Master Pro, from the box, from the jump, the moment you step on that thing, you want to do.
Because I even felt more comfortable on the Master Pro than I did the V13.
Dude, you jumped it twice.
I was jumping on it. Yeah.
Yeah, why does Easy Vibes hate the Master Pro, man? He hates it. I'm like, yo, hand it over, bro.
Hand it over, man. Donate.
I know. Donate to the cause.
Donate to the cause, Vibes. Pay it forward.
Double time.
That's it.
I love the Master Pro. I don't understand why I like this wheel so much. I mean, I know why. It's just when you see a big wheel, you don't automatically say, I'm going to choose this wheel for my daily commute. I'm going to use this wheel for racing. I'm going to use this wheel for whatever. But
Did
when
you
you
choose
get
the
on it,
wheel, or did the wheel?
or did it choose?
He said for the right price.
I already know his price. He told me his price.
Hey man, donate it and use it as a tax write-off. You'll be all right. You'll be all right, man.
I know.
Oh my goodness. This was actually a good
There's a lot of laughs. I've never laughed so much in my life.
I know, dude. This was a good live. Like I said, sometimes it's doing stuff off the cuff. It's just fun, man. I'm still no closer to deciding. So it's going to be the Mini Pro or the Commander Pro. The Mini or the Commander is going to be one of those wheels. Because I always like that Commander, but I have to get it for the right price. I'm not going to, and I don't know who's going to sell it for below $3,000. I don't think anybody is. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the V2 Master Pro because of the light.
That big old headlight. We can always cut the wire on that thing.
Looks like a freaking Cyclops.
You could put a big old eyeball in the front. Remember when Jesse Pike had the eyeballs on his Nikola? You just put one eyeball and put it right on the headlight, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I get one of the artists to make a wicked eyeball and put it right on that thing.
No, I like the look of the X30. I like the look of the Master. I like the look of the Master Pro T4. I don't like that one light. I think they were trying to copy In Motion V13. And he came out looking like that. It's ugly, man. I hate ugly wheels.
Let's see what he says here.
We already look funny doing what we're doing. Now you're gonna make me look freaking more ugly doing that. Like, come on, dude.
I think the Master Pro hates. Oh, what's the? Where's the E? What's that right here? Where's the E? NYC mechanic. You talking about Sam?
It must be
Sam or Paul. Paul's out of New York too. Paul can ride too. Paul Stallone. Oh, right here. That's what he's saying. He'll talk to Liam of each, and he does group buys and gets. Yeah, I heard he gets really great prices on wheels, man. I have to give him reach out to him and see who's going to give me the best price. Because I can always find someone to wrench on a wheel up here. I'm not worried about that.
Exactly.
Oh, did you do the firmware update on the EX30 Stride?
I haven't touched that. Because can I downgrade? Because if I can downgrade, I'll do it. But I
think you can change back. I don't see why. I believe you can.
Because it's working for me right. It's working for me right now.
So if it's not, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Because I'm very finicky with firmware updates. On wheels, I haven't done a firmware update on a wheel ever.
Oh, he overpriced and had a price drop. He lost a lot of money. Oh, I see what he's saying.
But I guess for the review, I could try it. I don't know.
Yeah, the price, that's what I keep saying, man. That price tag on the Mini, dude. Like I said, I was offered a really good price on the Mini. I don't want to throw it out there, but I was offered a really good price on it. I'm like, for the money, man. I'm not gonna get a better wheel for that price. Yeah.
Oh, AC Vibe saying he lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Overpriced and under price drop. Interesting. Okay. Makes sense.
I thought about that, Chris. Why not wait to see what the Motion has in store and their new lineup? Yeah, I thought about that too, dude. I thought about that, man. I can't, dude. I don't know what to freaking do. I mean, I'm not hurting for wheels. I have the Sherman in there. I got the RS. I got the Tesla for the commute wheel, and then I got a V10F over here too. If I need to ride that, I can ride that too. So, I mean, I'm really not hurt. I would like to have suspension though. I don't know what it just feels so good.
Because you've been to the rally so many times now, you're just like, you need that suspension.
Yeah, it does. It'll definitely make a difference. It'll definitely make a difference.
I think it's talking to you.
Yeah. It's cool though. Like I said, that's why I appreciate Stride. I mean, I got to try the I always want to say the Monster Pro, the Master Pro. I got to try the EX30, the V13, because I never had the chance to try any wheels, man. I was always last to the party.
Well, you tried the. Did you try the S22 in the demo?
Yeah, I did. I went down and tried the S, but that was the first demo that I went to.
The S20. The S20.
S20.
Okay.
Yes, I rode the original.
The original.
but I've been fortunate to, you let me test out some wheels.
No, of course.
That, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. You jumped a Master Pro, dude. You jumped it with my custom pads.
Yeah, that's when I learned too. The Monster Pro, I felt good, and custom pads are the way to go, man. I hate to say it, man. Or if you do buy pads, you really got to cut them and make them your own. Instead of just getting them and slapping them on the wheel. But it's like, as much as you pay for those things, do you really want to start cutting and gnarling them up? So it's just like, if you're going to do that, then you're better off to make your own.
Yeah, exactly. Better. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh, he did get the Gold Pro, didn't you? He did. Bobs did get the Gold Pro.
The what?
The Gold.
Yeah, but he's supposed to do a live and he didn't.
Because I think he showed the box or whatever, didn't he?
Yeah, he did on our live, but he didn't do the live.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. He got the gold, man. 24 plated, 24 carats.
I'm not testing another person's wheel because after that crash with EUC Vibes, I feel bad. So it's just.
Oh, okay. So Android phone better.
He pushed it to the 30th. EUC Vibes pushed his live to the 30th of June. Oh wait, 30th. Wait! It already happened.
July.
No, June. He already did it then.
Oh, he did it.
I don't know. I'll have to look at his channel, but yeah, after the crash with EUC Vibes Monster Pro, I will never test another person's wheel again, because the one time I broke my rule to test someone's wheel, it cracked. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, dude. Like, I mean, I was reckless, but that's how I ride. That's how I learn wheels, But I didn't expect it to crack, dude. And like, come on. So
I hope you're all right, Vibes. Everything good with you, man?
What do you mean?
He said right here, I had emergency surgery. I never did the live.
What? Oh.
Look here, my lawyers will be in touch. We're going to have to settle out of court, man. We're going to have to settle.
We're laughing, but I hope he's not serious.
we gotta take it to Pacheco, man. He can
Pacheco. Hey, there's what's that thing called? The JB Weld.
Yeah, dude, you can always do that. But I'm sure that can be fixed though. There has to be a replacement part. They can't make that wheel not have a replacement piece for the X8. That wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know. Oh, his appendix was removed.
Oh.
Appendix A or Appendix B? I'm fine. English.
Wow.
Why do people move their appendix, man? Let me see.
Might have been inflamed. I heard that hurts too, man. If that thing explodes inside you, man, it's not good. ruptures or whatever you want to call it.
I heard of people saying that.
Feel better, brother. Feel better.
Yeah, feel better, man. And don't overstress yourself. Like, heal properly. Heal, you know what I'm saying? There's no rush. You can still go for a ride. Just go on a smooth ride. Chill ride.
Smooth ride. Seated ride. Have a beverage.
Wow. Now I want to go check my appendix.
Like I said, dude, I'm still not 100% from getting freaking whacked. But we'll get there. All right, guys. I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to end this. I don't want to. I'm having a good time, and it's gonna be 1 o'clock soon.
Dude, the live is 3:15 hours. So, and it was great all the way through.
How long did we go for?
3 hours and 15 minutes.
What? It doesn't even seem like it. That's crazy.
Because it was fun all the way through. That's hilarious.
It's good stuff, man. Let's see what Stan's saying. I mean, I hate to shut it down. The EXN is the only official race wheel, it seems. Wow. EXN is a freaking beast, man.
The EXN is amazing. I can't wait to get back mine working. I have to bring my EXN and my high-speed MSP back to New York so that they can fix it for me.
Remember, Zen used to talk about the EX, how he loved that wheel. He said that wheel, it had that, but it had the suspension, want the suspension. He loved that thing, man.
I heard the EX was the big old EX20.
No, the EX, the EXM that had the suspension.
Oh, the torque EX. Yeah.
The one with the suspension rods that were hanging out.
Yep. No, he loved it. He absolutely loved
that wheel, man.
Yeah, because he loves off-roading. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Man.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second, guy. I want to show you guys something. I'm not a doctor, but I'm going to share something with y'all. Hold on a minute.
That's interesting, man. Get better, dude. Yeah, at least you can ride again, but definitely get better. Hairline fracture. Oof.
When I fractured my ankle when I got hit, this is what I used right here. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. It's called bone strength. And I start taking these capsules. And when I went back to get the follow-up x-ray, they couldn't even see where it was. This stuff actually helped me heal up really, really fast. It's called, I don't know if you guys can see, it's called bone strength. I don't know if you can see that. So any fractures you get, collarbones, arm, whatever breaks, I would highly recommend getting it. Now, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving medical advice. But this is what I use. I just have to put that out there. I want YouTube to shut me down, but this is what I use to help my body heal up. So, bone strength.
Cool. Interesting. Dude, it looks like, I was watching some of my older videos because some people were watching my older videos and giving me new comments on old videos saying, this was great. Wow, I learned so much. So I'm thinking maybe we should go back to creating old videos of how to ride, how to fall, how to accelerate, how to brake. Because these are all new wheels. The dynamics of riding might have changed a little bit.
You can go back. I mean, it's because there's still people that are coming in that are new to the game.
Yeah.
They're new to the game. So it's always good to go back and revisit different things or same things and just make them new again.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Some things never change,
Nah, dude. I don't think so, man. I'll leave that one up to you. Mine was for my ankle. Oh, you guys are freaking hilarious, dude. You guys are the best, I swear. I wish I could highlight some of these freaking comments, man. I think I might just have to go through and edit this whole video and just make a highlight reel of all the funny stuff, man. Good golly.
Imagine he gets the wrong bone, like Bill, and then he's looking to heal his bone, but then another bone gets, oh man.
And that's a fact. Every day there's a new rider born too, man. Every day.
Well, the basics of riding never changes, so, but the wheels change. So these riding videos will always be
I'm sorry,
valuable.
Yeah, I mean, man, definitely, dude. Just rest up, get back to 100%.
No.
Nah, dude. Some of this
answer
is banked up too, man.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, but no.
It's test as is. It's like jumping in a rental car, dude. You don't know. You don't know what they did to it. You got to watch the video. Let me see. Sean had this wheel. Let me see what he did in the video. Yeah.
And remember, it's an edited video, so what he did, you might not even know. Just like with the V13,
not going to make the cut.
Just like the V13, you know. So the suspension just came out. But I, when I watched Black Cobra's video, they did mention something about it.
Oh, is there? Was Bob Yan? Is he the CEO? I thought Bob Yan was.
Well, he said new CEO.
Oh man. Yeah. We need to go to Vancouver, go up there to EVs and test out all their goodies. All the wheel.
Having a store makes things easier.
Wow. All right, everybody. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for joining us. Remember, we get on the wheel, you ride it like you hate it. You be safe out there. Welcome to the Zen Zone. Had to give a shout out to Zen. You know?
I know. You have the right voice. It's just like his.
Dude, I hate to even end this, man. Uh-oh. Call me, man. We'll settle this out of court.
We'll do a blitz.
I think that's I'm way down. I'm way up the darn thing.
We'll do a blitz.
Thanks everyone for joining in, man. I really appreciate it. I was a little bit shaky at first, man. I gotta get used to being the Captain Kirk on these freaking streams. But everyone have a good night. Thank you so much. Remember, hit the subscribe button. To everybody that has a channel on here, we got to help each other. Hit the like button. Help this video get up the algorithm. They call it the algorithm just so people watch it. But yeah, like man. Have a great Friday. Stride, anything you want to say?
No, this was a fantastic live. I think this live actually helped you out because I didn't think you would be even considering the Commander Pro, but now you are.
Dude, I always like that wheel, dude. And I think another thing that, because when I said, okay, I want the, because you and I, we talk a lot. I was like, oh man, the mini. And then when I was in Pittsburgh riding the whole time, I'm like, it's not bad, worried about the mileage. You know what I mean? That's the thing. And then then I know for a fact once I get that suspension, I'll be playing a whole lot more.
Right, a lot more, yeah.
A whole lot more. because that's the last thing I want to do is hit some imperfection in the road and get knocked off. That's why a lot of times I'm kind of reserved when I'm riding. So,
and the Commander Pro is not. It's not like. Let me see. The suspension is not a slouch. You know what I mean?
No,
like it's a
good.
serious suspension.
It's good suspension, it's like the suspension on the Sherman S.
Yeah. So, the travel is actually really good. It's 90 millimeters, 10 millimeters more than I believe the EX30.
The Mini's only 80, I think.
See, there you go. See, so
yo, look who made it into the house, man.
Electric Psycho.
What do we got here? Wait, I'm gonna have to stay here for a couple more minutes. Don't go,
wow.
guys.
No, never mind. The EX30 is 100 millimeters.
EX30 feels good though. It really.
It feels fantastic. It feels great. I love that wheel. Oh my god.
How much mileage is too much mileage on the EUC? I'll put it to you this way, right? As far as mileage on the EUCs, and you guys kind of put this puzzle together. If you go back and you look at like even 2017, 2016, 2015, and you look at some of the EV cars, like the smart car, the Fiat 500e, I mean, those cars are getting 100 miles. Some were getting like 120 miles. And you have EUCs now that are getting over 100 miles of range. You see what I'm trying to say? So that start made me question. You can make these cars get more miles. You understand? It makes absolutely no sense. It really, really doesn't. And depending on how you ride, I don't think there's too many miles you can get on an EUC. If you're if you ride like Marty, if you can get 150 miles, get one that goes 150 miles. Get whatever suits your riding style. Never too many miles, man. Nothing worse than range anxiety. especially if you like U-Stride. You like the torque, you like to rip and go. So you want that extra battery so you can have fun with a wheel. There's nothing worse than having a small battery on a wheel. Like you say, you might be able to run hard going, but you got to you got to slow down coming back, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only that, like bigger battery capacity doesn't just help with range, but it also helps with safety. Yep. Because you don't want to overvolt
the wheel.
Yeah. Well, not just overvolt. Like you don't want to stress the components. You know what I mean? So if I'm a hard rider and I'm riding the wheel in such a way that it's not really designed for, then I'm constantly stressing the board. I'm constantly stressing the motor.
Right.
But this thing is 3,600 watt hours with an insane motor. So how am I going to stress that out? Like it's kind of like way beyond what I'm even able to stress it probably.
So, This might do it right here. Not that one. I'm sorry. I'm blind as a bat. No need for a mini, Sensei. So what do you think, Ronan the Pro?
Ronan's here. Shout out to Ronan.
Ronan, big shout out, big respect to Ronan. Ronan, do you think I should get the Commander Pro instead? Let me know.
Well, why is he saying that? No need for a mini? Oh, but it's a question, though. He's asking a question.
But it says no need for a mini, Sensei. I don't know. Maybe he's giving me a heads up to go bigger. Yes. Yeah, he was moving on that mini too, dude. I was watching him in Cutout Tunnel.
Hey, you can go test it out. Ask him. I don't know if you want to, if you're like me and you don't like testing other people's wheels, but.
Put that thought in my head, right?
See, Ronan.
He said it right there.
But wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Your original reason for getting the mini wasn't performance. It was commuting.
Right.
So unless you want to throw out commuting out the door completely, then yeah, do your thing.
Yeah. I mean, I have my RS and I have the Tesla for commuting. Worst case scenario, I can even use the Sherman, then the Commander Pro. Yeah. I have to see what I can. I have to contact Lean maybe EUC Underground and see what kind of price I can get, or even David Jansen, to see what he could do
Right.
on a Commander Pro. Right here. Yeah. Join the Commander Pro crew with me. Nice. Dude, cause I see this is one thing, and I kick myself square in the ass for it. I always wanted a Sherman, and I waited so late to finally get a Sherman, and I wanted that Commander Pro really bad, probably as much as I wanted the Sherman. So I should just go and get the Commander Pro and just call it a freaking day.
Hey, always ask yourself, what do you want it for? You said the Pittsburgh brought some light.
Yeah, shed some light.
So, how often do you commute though? With your wheel?
I don't go every day. I don't commute every day. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm running into New York maybe once or twice every week, maybe once a week. I'll go in.
So, in terms of importance, you would say,
it's not that important for me to get a commuter wheel. Like I said, worst case scenario, I can always use the other wheels that I have. Because the Commander Pro is no slouch when it comes to performance. It's no slouch.
No. Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, it's 55 plus miles an hour, 134 volts. Less motor than the EX30, but still it's a big goad at the end of the day. 94 pounds. Less than the EX30. That's crazy.
Now, Vibes, is that off of E-Wheels or is that off of one of the other independent distributors, price wise?
That looks like an EUC Underground price.
Oh, Wilson says this. Yeah. See if Cobra. I can probably find a Commander Pro even in New York City. I know there's people that would have it. Oh, look at this right here. My T-Ramos has, wow. You got nearly 4,000 miles on that thing already. That's some riding right there, though. Wow.
Trying to see.
15,000 miles. That's impressive. I was trying to explain to people at work, I don't understand why you want to ride one of those things. I said, you guys don't understand. It's legit transportation. I said, people, they put more miles on this thing you probably put on your freaking car.
Totally. Well, all depends on where you work.
Yeah, man. Oh, Ronnie said, I thought Sensei was sold on the Mini. What happened? Dude, we did a ride in Pittsburgh.
He had the live.
Huh?
You had the live. That's what happened.
Yeah, and it was I love the Mini. Don't get me wrong. But before the Mini, I thought about getting the Commander Pro. I thought about that. I mean, I've always liked that wheel. And I was thinking of the Mini more so if I had to take and put it on a bus. But I'm looking, dude, it's still 88 pounds or 89 pounds. It's still a heavy wheel. It's not like, it might be smaller in stature, but it's still a pretty big wheel. I don't know.
But you were saying you had the ride in Pittsburgh?
Oh, yeah, and it's just not having that range anxiety. Like, if you want to push the wheel, you can push it, and you still have miles to go. It's not like you get to that point, because that happened to a couple of riders there. They were already, you remember someone you were riding, and someone hit the beat, but I think it was it was the guy.
It was Kevin. It was Kevin.
The,
–
'Not Commander Pro, the
S22.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was riding pretty hard, but he doesn't torque a lot. And he was riding pretty hard, but I never heard the beep, which means he was riding at a safe speed. But at some point, he started beeping. I'm like, who was that? Because I knew it wasn't me. I mean, it was me too, because I was doing about 47, 48.
Mhm.
But I heard his as well. I'm like, I didn't hear you beep the whole time. And I asked him, like, how are you riding this hard all this time and still have battery, dude? And he's like, no, I just hit 50%. So
Right. Yeah. See, that's another good thing about the Mini, though. That the freaking price on the Mini is just right.
right. That was
The
another
price
reason
of
we
that
wanted to get
thing
it.
is just the price, man.
So there you go. The Commander isn't the Commander breaking the bank?
Yeah, it's gone above, unless someone would give me an amazing deal on that thing, it's gone above my price range. Because I think the cheapest that I've seen it was 3,200. I did see 3,200. I was hoping that one of those other distributors would undercut somebody and go maybe below that, but I don't think anyone's going to do it because buying it off of eWheels, you're going to pay what, 37?
20 what, the Commander Mini?
The Commander Pro, I think is 30.
Oh, the Commander Pro.
I think it's 37 on eWheels. I think it's 37.
The Commander Pro is $37.99. $3,800. Yep.
Yeah, dude. I would have to find a roommate.
That's a way.
My wife would kick me out the crib, man. So I got to keep peace, man. I think the Commander Mini would keep peace in the house.
And it's mini. She won't see it.
No, she wouldn't.
Yeah, you just hide that somewhere.
CJ is in the house.
You see CJ.
Yes. Respect, brother. The Extreme is $3,500 with the mainstream distributors. 35. eWheels, I think, has it for 35, I believe.
Yeah. But hey, like you said, you could do the AUC Underground guy and just get your own mechanic.
Yeah, get the old mechanic. Like I said, I can always take it to Sam or Paul.
Yeah. UC Vibe just can't. This is why you guys, the veteran buyers, the veteran riders, you guys should keep to your old standards. Your standards has always been, and that's including you, Sensei, his standards has always been, don't go with the first batch wheel.
I never go with the first batch. And even with the I was going to do that for the Mini. I was going to do that for the Mini, man. Yes, I'm just, you know what, dude, I needed to stop watching. I'm going underground, man. I'm going underground. If this wheel game is starting me, I'm losing my head, man. I got to keep my composure, man. I need to go train. Keep my head, man. What?
It's causing you to break, you know?
Yeah.
The only time I went with a first batch wheel was when it was like from eWheels as a test wheel. That's the only time. But as far as like going and purchasing it with my own money directly, I don't think I've ever done that. The Tesla was like version 3.
Yeah, I got the Tesla after you got it, so I was way back. Yeah, dude, you're getting I think you mentioned what you were getting yours for last time. You're getting a heck of a deal, man. I don't know how you swung that freaking deal. I need to talk to who you're talking to. The question is, Sensei, which path will you choose? Dude, I don't know. Sounds like the last dragon. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like I said, I'm not a mega mile rider either. Like I said, my rides are normally between 20 and 25 miles. But when I do branch out, I don't want to have to be worrying about mileage.
Mm.
Yeah. And of course, I think too, if I wait a little bit longer, the price of some of these wheels are going to go down depending on who you get them off of. Or you probably find something used with no miles on it too. That's another way to look at it. Yeah, I keep hearing his prices are good. I would just have to contact him and see because I mean, it's not like you can look him up and he has a price chart. You know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Who's that? EC Underground?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is like a Telegram. I joined it.
Oh, this is the dude we got the K6s from. Down underground, EC sell cheapest in the world.
Is that someone else?
Yeah, that's another one. I think this dude, if I'm not mistaken, Ozcrow is a guy that ordered the K6s with you guys, the Extreme K6s. I think I watched the video. He's different. I don't know if he would deliver to the US though. I don't know. But I think he's in Australia.
Yeah.
But Go comes out with wheels every 2 weeks.
Oh, recent. Yeah. Go is awesome.
You see vibes. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a nut. They went crazy after the EX20 started using the coffee machine in their office to make the wheels. Oh, that's funny. That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. You know what's funny? The Commander is still very expensive. That's interesting.
Well,
The original Commander, because remember, it's mostly the battery.
Yeah, but the thing is, Alien Rods are selling Commanders for like $2,400. In some places, are still selling them for over $3,000.
Was that with the battery?
Yeah.
Was that torque or high speed?
And they had both of them. I don't know what he has up there now.
Really?
Yeah. He might have sold out of all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, he was selling those Commanders cheap, dude. I think it was $2,400. I think he was selling for.
Well, I know one thing, that a wheel I want is the EX30. That's for sure.
That's a nice wheel, dude.
Yeah. That would do. I would at this point. Yeah.
Here he goes. Yep, in Australia, but he can send you guys over there too. Okay.
But how much though is the shipping?
I would have to contact him.
My wheel of choice right now would be my old wheels, MSB, EXN, Master Frickin' Pro, and EX30. But since I can't have both, it would be the EX30. And then go to sleep for like another 5 years.
Oh, me. Thank you, man, for joining us, dude, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you got a point there, CJ. Yep. E-Rides, do they ship wheels? Can you get wheels to the US? I know they ship like pedals and stuff. I'm not sure about wheels though. E-Rides.
I don't think so. I don't want to speak for them, but last time I checked, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they can ship like pedals and helmets and things like that. I don't think.
But you know what? Let me not talk. Let's go find out. Hold on. E-Rides.
Dude, it's 1 o'clock, man. I'll be here all
night
long.
No, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, me too. Dude. I'm hyped up. I probably have to go play Fortnite and get frustrated and go to sleep.
All right. So if I click on electric unicycles,
if Hafiz knows the president of Bago, get Bago to send us some wheels, man.
That's interesting. I don't see.
Come on, Hafiz.
Huh.
Oh, they do. Wilson says they do.
They do? Okay. Then let's just assume they do.
Oh, here we go. This is for you right here, Stride. Have you updated the demo EX30?
No, Ronan, I haven't. I don't ever update firmware, only because I want to know if I can go back. If I can go back, then I'll do it. But I haven't. I heard the performance is even. I haven't even, honestly, I haven't pushed the wheel as hard as I wanted to because all that video was in medium mode because the wheel is so powerful. I didn't need to put it in hard mode. And I didn't even need to tilt the pedals backwards.
He's like, you didn't have to ski jump. You weren't the ski jump mode.
I didn't have to do anything. So I'm like, this thing is crazy. So, I mean, it's very adequate for me right now.
The only cost-effective way to buy from another country if they have the wheels sent straight to you. Yeah. Yeah.
From the factory, probably.
Mm.
I don't see any new wheels on their site. Not sure why.
Got my Argo V2 pads from E-Ride sent to Australia, but not sure about wheels. Right? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sure if they send wheels. I want the K6 with their scooters take my.
Interesting.
But here it is like scooters take my unit time away.
So it's 110.
Yeah, those K6's performance are nasty on them things though.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to cut it short because it's already 110.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm just gonna go through these couple comments here. He says you can go back with EUC World, Ronan.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because I think EUC World might store it, so I'll have to see.
Good day, CJ. Cheers to Spartacus. Yeah. They say EUC World Spartacus, you can go back.
Okay, cool. So I'll check it out. I want to see what they're talking about. I'm very curious because if they're pushing this, then it must be a real difference. So let me see.
Yeah, definitely the EX30 needs a better tire on it though. I could imagine you on that thing with a nice tire on that thing, dude. You would murder that wheel.
Yeah, because I can't drive it the way I want right now.
All right, guys. Again, thank you so much, each and every one of y'all. I'm telling you, this was great stream. Appreciate everybody. Have an amazing Friday. Great weekend. Get out and ride. Teach somebody to ride. Make sure you ride. Buckle up, helmet on. If you ain't scraping pedals, then you ain't riding.
You ain't riding.
Ride, always a pleasure.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thanks you guys for coming out. This was a very entertaining live and very informative. Very informative too. Appreciate it.
Said, have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to you all.
Yeah.
Later.
Later.